Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Throw until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eye, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart, breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart, 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 breaks my heart. Lost in the midnight blue, shadows of the moon. Here with open arms for you, feeling something so new. Said with me you'd reach the sun, oh but we were so young. Till the summer's done, but keep me in your heart, so I hold on. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eye, you go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, breaks my heart. All I see is colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. Shook me to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from a locked up ghost of yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. My name is Resorty, and to you, one and all, I say, hello, friends. Welcome. How's it going? Happy, what day is it for you? Tuesday, probably. It's a Wednesday here in Tokyo. It's very good to be here with you once more. Friends, today, the thing is beginning. I believe it began 30 seconds ago. I hesitate to go look, but I believe it's the case that right now there's a Resorty ad running over on Reddit. We'll see how this goes. Might be an absolute disaster, might be the best thing ever. But yes, if you're a Reddit scroller, it's possible you will see a little picture of goofy old me over there with some goofy words, and hopefully it does not lead to the complete destruction of everything we've worked for years and years. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works, see how it goes. If you want to go over there, just do !ad. You'll see a little link, and then you can see the ad yourself. Congrats, thank you. Yeah, we spent a very long time working on it. A very, very, very long time working on it. You all helped me decide on the pictures. You all helped me decide on the ad copy, the slogan, and everything. And it's the best we can do. So hopefully it works. It works, hopefully. And as I say in the comment there, I know well that on Reddit, ad equals bad. But I'm hopeful that people will be forgiving and interested, and at least click on through and see who we are, and hopefully that works well. A lot of the ad you'll notice is comments about you all and how great you are and how you bring a lot of I don't know what's the word for it, a lot of maturity and like niceness to the world, that kind of thing. It's all true though. This thing is no good without you fine folks. So thank you for being here sincerely. Time for some quick hellos. Actix, good seeing you, my friend. Hello, friend Jack. Pepper MG, welcome. Jim, it's a pleasure to see you today. I'm sorry it's raining in Maryland. Here it's not raining, but it is increasingly cool. That is the story still. Alice Still, hello. Not a zilch. Hi, friend. Optional Quest, welcome in. Cortraption, I had an opportunity to think about Dwarf Fortress yesterday, and I had an opportunity to think of you. Thank you for introducing me to DF. I'll play it again someday. Maybe. So, Hippo Guy, hello. Mountain Dew, welcome. Dogberry, hi. Zelion, you say, unfortunately, your boss went to get his heart checked out. He unexpectedly needs a quadruple bypass. Man, that goes from, time for a pretty standard check to, oh no, a surgery. That is brutal, my friend. Hopefully things go well for the boss. Hopefully everything is in good shape pretty soon, but yeah, like Jack said, definitely great that they found it, as opposed to it just kind of lurking there and then the bad stuff happening. So yeah, sincerely, my best wishes to your boss and to you and everybody else. In matters medical, I'm a little late this morning, and that's because I woke up, I woke up at normal time, and my wife looked at me and said, first thing out of her mouth, not good morning, sweetie, or I love you. First thing out of her mouth is, you look pale. And indeed I did. And I don't know what was up, but I woke up feeling just not super great. I went from the upstairs bed to the middle floor couch and stretched out and had a sudden desire to go vomit, and I did, and now I feel okay again. And so this is the kind of thing that a normal person would say, Resorty, you should go see the doctor. And you're right. Will I? Probably not. But I don't know. I'm not sure what the issue is. But yeah, it's definitely not a good way to wake up. Have you noticed any bite marks on my neck? Is it possible that Nam's a vampire? It is possible. Because if it's a vampire bite, then I've not left my home regularly. And especially not after dark. So I'm not sure if anyone would be able to get their little chompers into the Resorty neck. Not sure. Wendy, it's good seeing you. Why do I not take care of myself by seeing doctors? Oof. Oof, what a phrase is that? I don't know, because I'm scared, because I'm a coward, because I had bad experience with doctors as a kid, you know, all the standard reasons. Also, you couldn't see it, but I just did the very bashful little boy thing. I moved my foot around on the ground. I don't know why I did that to indicate I was not feeling comfortable. But I do have an appointment with my psychiatrist on Friday this week, so I'll mention it to him in passing, and he allegedly has training also in, also has training in, what's the word for it? General medical stuff. That's right, general medical stuff. I know words good. And he'll have some feedback. He might say, don't worry about it. It's possible it's a side effect of the new medicine I started last week also. You know, who knows, who knows. If it persists, though, I swear I will go to the doctor, etc. Mom. Hey, Jaswald. If I bolster the moderator team sufficiently, are we taking applications? We did add 2 new moderators this week. We have ourselves, Contraption? That's not true, I'm sorry. Hi, Contraption, want to be a mod? Maybe. We have Cyber Oracle, rather. Cyber Oracle and Axix were added to the team. A few other people have messaged me with certain questions. I've gotten back to some of them. If you're interested in being a mod, send me a message over on Discord, and I'm happy to talk about it and think about it. I don't want to make everyone a mod, because that makes the channel weird. But at the same time, we'll see how today goes, right? We'll see how today goes. If it's the case that there are lots of trolls coming from Reddit, then sure, we'll deputize a few more people. But so far, the ads allegedly been running for 7 minutes, and no trolls yet. Let's actually make sure it's running. I can't show you this part because it uses my real name and shows my credit card. We can't have that, so... Is it running? Is it running? There seems to be nothing here. It is processing. Wait, I spent like 3 hours yesterday setting this thing up. It's just processing? What? What? Hit people guy, thank you, my friend, for gifting a subscription to our friend Dogberry. Dogberry, enjoy the emotes and such, and yeah, thanks for being part of our community all the way through. I'm looking at something you can't see. I apologize for describing without actually showing. So I asked it to start going live 8 minutes ago, and it just hasn't. Reddit, please take my money, Reddit. Well, never mind. Maybe I'll get that started tomorrow. Hello, friends. False alarm. There's nothing to see here today. Everything is good. Lola Klutz, it's good seeing you, my friend. Hello to you, Jack Craft. Hope I'm feeling okay today. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. A little under the weather, I guess. But past that, I'm not sure. All right, let me go and see if I can get this thing started one more time quickly. So we go to reddit.com. Good. You know what? If I were to go in a... I could probably see it by going in a, what's it called? Like, anonymous browser window. And maybe that would show me then if it was working or no. But I'll pull up ads here and see. Hey, Esfordil, how's it doing, friend? Hello, Esfordil. Hello, Toasted, what's up? It'll start exactly when stream's over. Yeah, thank you. Incognito's the word. Private hiding my gift buying from my wife window is what I need. But I'm pretty sure I'll see it on my ads dashboard also. Okay, ads, there's nothing here. No, I spent a very long time. It says it's processing. Yeah, it's not going, friends. It's just processing. All right, let me go ahead and see what processing Reddit ad means is. Ad stuck in processing status for hours. All right, let's go and pull this up and read together. That's Facebook ads. It says, my clients are getting impatient and I'm literally crying. Ads are in processing for hours and then get delivery error. They're perfectly ready to go live. I'm getting impatient. Should I start crying? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Well, whatever. We'll have a good stream anyway and figure out what's going on tomorrow. Possibly. Hey, Lola, you're looking for Black Friday deals for computers. Yeah, I guess Black Friday's coming pretty soon. I kind of forgot about that. Hopefully I'll find the deals you're looking for. Hopefully everything's good. And yeah, I don't think we do Black Friday over here. I'm not sure what day we do sales, if any. Anyway, friends, let's tell some stories about some things. So yesterday we played a second day of Ratopia, a game that I really enjoyed. Unexpectedly enjoyed it a whole bunch. It started as just like cute little fun, and then relatively quickly became quite challenging. And the challenge was not insurmountable, right? The challenge from Ratopia felt like it was nicely bouncing along, improving bit by bit, and then suddenly day 40. And I do not know if I missed some kind of notification that day 40 would be very hard, but everything was totally manageable, and then everything burned down. And I do not know if I missed the signal that was going to happen, but it was a good time. It was a good game. I enjoyed myself, but I was also just deeply confused about what on earth I was supposed to do. So I left a review, of course, over on the Steam page. We'll come back to Ratopia at some point after a little while, probably in, I don't know, a few weeks, maybe a month or so. Because it's a game I want to see succeed. I love the fact that it's made by a small Korean company, and they put it in English, and I'm able to play it all the way over here and have a good time with it. So it's pretty darn good. You finished the demo and you loved it? Yeah, Jim. The demo goes to, what, day 12 or so? Which I think is a very generous demo. It gives you access to a lot of the early game feel. It doesn't quite show you what the awful difficulty is going to be like, but it does show you, at least some of what you're getting into. And I think that's what I always want for a demo, is just an honest presentation of what the game is going to be. For people who want to give it a shot. And so we'll see. Hopefully it's good. Hello, Tansei. Hope I'm doing well. The students are behaving. For a brief moment this morning, I thought, I'm going to have to cancel class. And if I'm being entirely honest with you, part of that was I don't have to deal with the students. No, we're late in the semester. And while I'm going to miss them very much, it also is the part where I've become kind of tired with their antics. And so, yeah, they're focused on many other things. They're focused on their other classes and, life and so on. And holidays are coming, and I get that. But no canceling the class today. I'll be there teaching. I guess the phrase is I'll be there with bells on. What does that mean even? I'll be there with bells on. It's meant to be idiomatic. I know here in Japan, some people wear bells for like Shinto spirit reasons. The thought is having a cute little bell will distract and scare away, what's it called? Ghosts, spirits, evil demons, that kind of thing. But I suspect that here with bells on comes from some English language thing. Maybe bells to announce your presence. Maybe. Let's find out. Let's find out together real quick. Hello, Fritz. Yes, ads stuck in processing. What do? So, there with bells on? Okay, it means enthusiastically. Informal enthusiastic. Okay, so let's try the origin? That's not how you type origin. According to this place, plansponsor.com, which sounds profoundly suspicious. If a wagon became stuck, a wagon driver who came to the rescue often asked for a set of bells as a reward. Arriving at destination without the bells hurt a driver's professional pride, whereas getting there with bells on was a source of satisfaction. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. How about the phrase finder? Oh, this is looking plausible. Hello to you, Gary Martin. I like your glasses. I believe in you. It's something suggested the expression derives from a nursery rhyme, Banbury Cross. Ride horse. Actually, this word was censored in my review yesterday because I said that players would be confused by the translation of the game. They might cock their head to one side. And Steam said, that is a dirty word. You may not use that word bad. I said, oh, tilt. You will tilt your head to one side. There we go. To Banbury Cross, to see a fine lady upon a white horse, rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. She shall have music wherever she goes. Alright, I see. Various versions of the rhyme have been in use since the 1700s, but the bells on her toes variant has only been since 1901. The rhyme doesn't include the phrase, the best I can say for that derivation is close but no cigar. Here's another one. The first record in print is from Oakland Tribune of 1904, in a report of a boxing match. Jeff will without doubt be in good condition by the last of the month, and barring further accidents, will be there with bells on. So I'm surprised that usage would come from boxing, because I think of the bell in boxing being the beginning and end of the round. And so, it feels like a weird connection. The phrase is paralleled in the UK by "with knobs on," means additional ornament. Some of your UKians, do you say "with knobs on"? I'm waiting for the Marquesa Fernando Emmanuel Mara Bonaventura Donzanti. With knobs on, agreed Gemma Airley. Who's he? Is this the way you all talk over there? That's how you talk, possibly. It's generally used as a kind of ornamentation. Bells on is enthusiastic response, indicating additional ornaments. Both it and "with brass knobs on" are also used as aggressive responses to a challenge. You're 21st, I'll be there with bells on. So this is the brass knob here. Bells derivation is less clear cut. They're used to indicate ornament or exuberance, as in late 20th century phrases bells and whistles, I know that, or the earlier British expression pull the other one, it's got bells on. Maybe it has to do with jesters' costumes. However, the distance in time and place between the world of medieval court jesters and the emergence of the phrase in 20th century USA tends to call the explanation into question. Okay, it seems to be the case that nobody actually knows. There's a lot of, plausible accounts here. Two strong contenders that bells are on the harness of a horse in parades and circuses and galas. Someone coming to a party with bells on wasn't just coming, he's coming festively. Or U.S. immigrants in Pennsylvania used large, sturdy wooden carts called the Conestoga wagons, drawn by teams of horses whose collars were fitted with headdresses of balls. Wagoneers personalized the bells to tuning their liking and took great pride in them. Circumstantial evidence is the best we've got, so let's say the jury is still out. There we go. Who knows? I very much enjoyed that. But yeah, it seems like there's a whole bunch of plausible origins. We know it means to be somewhere enthusiastically with careful preparation, but there's nothing at all here about definitively it comes from this usage in this book or this early occupation, though maybe horses. Who knows? All right. I got very little else to say today. Yesterday was a grading day. Noms didn't get home until about 9 p.m. And so from after stream until she got home, I went to the gym. But other than that, it was just grading. Which to say, I'm actually ahead of schedule on my grading for the first time ever. Usually I'm behind schedule and then stay very, very late up very, very late on Thursday night to knock it out before Friday, giving them back. But ahead of my grading, which means that today I need to can do a few fewer, and then tomorrow's another big grading day, but happy of that for sure. Lucky me, you had to postpone tests because of Corona. Oh my goodness. I'm very sorry to hear that. It's very sad that the flus and Corona and colds and everything just keep showing up. I think we all wanted to believe that we'd be able to have the one great fight against the plague, and then we'd be free of disease for a while, but it's not to be so. Yeah, as much as I hate it when Nom's home so late, especially because yesterday she got home at 9, we ate dinner and did the crossword, she went back to work until 2 a.m. Nom's life is terrible. As much as I hate that, it does give me time to work on my grading and so on. Because usually when we sit together and say we're going to work, we end up chit-chatting the whole time anyway. We're very, very bad at just working together as opposed to having a good time blathering as we do. Hey Lola, there's a major canine influenza going on right now. Canine influenza. So honestly, I know very, very little about how non-human animals exchange and share their diseases. I guess it's probably like humans do. We cough on each other. We cough on the table and then touch the table and then lick our fingers and so on. But I guess my experience of animal diseases is so limited because my cats don't really meet other animals at all. And so I know that pets can get sick. I think they can even get some human diseases. There was some discussion about COVID early on, I think. But yeah, so different. Lil, I know you work in a place that has many dogs there together. And so I'm guessing that that's not been a lot of fun for you. That's unfortunate, unfortunate. GG on the grading. Slivers, thank you for your enthusiastic response. I appreciate it. Where's my tie? I could feel my tie was in the wrong place, but I couldn't figure out where it was, unfortunately. The H1N1 strain in the flu vaccine is such a pain in the arm. Sally, did you get a flu shot? Yeah, very nicely here, the university has a free flu shot distribution. In the US, we'd often have to pay $10, $15 for it, I think, even at the university. But here, because of the Emperor's healthcare, it's totally free. That's been nice. So pretty sure I don't have a flu, despite not feeling 100%. That's how it goes, how it goes. Dogs pass respiratory viruses much like humans. It's why kennel cough's a thing. Huh. I had never heard of that before. I mean, I guess I've heard the phrase kennel cough, but I guess I didn't think about it as like an obvious cough. Dogs cough, and then other dogs inhale, and this is me being a 5-year-old, I recognize. What is sickness? It's an evil spirit inside of you? Like, I recognize we're at that point right now, but absolutely striking. Oh gosh, I have one more thing to mention you all. If you were here at the end of stream last night, you will know of one of my greatest experiences in recent history. As you know, I usually pick someone to raid at the end of stream, and the selection is primarily, do I know the person? And if not, are they a smaller streamer who seems like they might be nice? And yesterday, we decided to raid someone in the Ratopia directory. Now, like I said, I was one of the only English language streamers in the entirety of the Ratopia directory. And so there were a lot of very, very large Mandarin streamers, very, very large Korean streamers. And so I scrolled on down to the one viewer streamers and found a guy who said, like, making a happy place was his title, which is delightful, of course. And he was streaming, he reported, in Japanese, English, and a little bit of German. And I said, you know what? Let's finally give something back to the Japanese community that's given me so much. And so we raided this guy, and he was so excited and so kind and so like eager to speak in English with people. And it was so nice because clearly he was an English language learner, but he was so friendly to everybody. And hopefully you all enjoyed the raid also. I never know what I'm gonna get when we raid people who are not our standard crew. But this guy, I just liked him, and I went ahead and followed him. Because he also streams in Japanese, I think I'm gonna try very hard to go there and talk to him in Japanese, and so you will see me doing a very bad job of of typing in Japanese in this man's channel. What I love though is even though he speaks in English, he has these certain Japanese habits of speech still. Most notably, when Japanese people want to indicate they're done with a sentence, and they're not sure if you've caught them in the sentence, and they want to affirm what they've said, they go, And so he would say, I'm so happy to have you here today. I was like, Japanese man, so fun, so fun. I do wonder what kind of habits of English speech I drag over into my ordinary Japanese speaking also. I hope there are very few. In part because I'm not a fluent speaker, I pay so much attention to every single word I say. I probably don't drag much over yet, but it was nice. A nice little cross-cultural moment for sure. Axix, good call. 1 second. Friends, an ad break's about to start. I'm probably going to use this ad break to see if I can get the ad on Reddit started. I'm probably going to look at that in a moment and see if I can fix it right quick. But yeah, Axix, right to mention, over in this person's channel, he had an auto-translate bot in the chat room. So when someone would type something in English, I think it would probably run through Google Translate quickly and kick out in Japanese right next to it. If someone typed in Japanese, it would kick out in English right next to it. And it was a really delightful way of trying to have a community of multiple languages who could interact back and forth. Now, I'm guessing as the stream gets bigger, as he gets more and more viewers, it's become somewhat cumbersome. somewhat overwhelming because it'll just be just constant bots back and forth and very hard to catch what's being said, but it works really, really, really well. I didn't push him into German. I thought about pulling out my few German phrases and see if you want to do some German on stream also, but how cool is it? Someone who's very comfortable in one language learns other languages to the point that they're able to stream in them, and not have amazing diction, not have amazing vocabulary, but enough to be understood. Which is to say, I do wonder if I should set a goal, like 1 year from today, should I try to do a Japanese stream? I think that would give me a real incentive to study very, very hard. The issue is, there are so many things I talk about off the cuff, extemporaneously. What would it be to try to force myself to stay in Japanese? Now, I'm not going to say we're going to do it today or tomorrow, because I would just be so lacking confidence. But really, if I say like a year from now, maybe on like January 1st of 2025, I will attempt a Japanese stream, what would even happen? I mean, the issue, of course, is if all of my viewers are English speakers, and you all be like, I see Resorty's face, he's making weird noises, please stop that, Resorty. I think the issue will be trying to get enough Japanese speakers to visit so that it's like a fun conversation day. Now, this is probably a terrible, terrible idea. Hey, Kazipiku, I was just speaking about you. Kazipiku, welcome to stream. It was so nice to meet you yesterday. Thank you, arigato, for spending time with us and being so unbelievably kind. So, it's good to see you. I'll come and see you on stream again sometime soon. But thank you for your niceness yesterday. Oh, that's great. That's great. Hey, CS, how's it going? All of you have to type Japanese in chat. Yeah, this is an issue. If I do a Japanese stream, it's not going to be useful for anybody. So maybe I should make a separate streaming channel, a channel where I only stream in Japanese. And that way, if people want to see me do that, they'll be happy to see it. And if not, we won't destroy the Resorty channel. Possibly. Hit People Guy, thank you for gifting a subscription. Also to Kazipiku, my friend, enjoyed the emotes and the freedom from ads and all the rest. So, very cool. What else do I have today? What else do I have for you today? There's not too much else to talk about, other than it's time to play a video game. So today we're taking up Stellaris, a game that many of you know I like very much, a wonderful space exploration game. It has a brand new DLC. Some new content was released a couple days ago. And as I often do, before we start playing this, I pulled up the Steam review page and said, okay, what are people thinking of this new downloadable content? And you know what people are thinking? They hate it. They hate it so unbelievably much that I don't know. I don't know. It is like universally panned, not just for the standard reasons of Paradox DLCs cost too much money, but because the mechanics are uninteresting. It's minimal storytime content. Most of it's pretty late game stuff, etc., etc. Now, many of you know I really enjoy playing pretty much any DLC that Paradox puts out, and so I do worry a little bit about whether I'm going to enjoy today's stream. I'll have a good time. We always have a good time here, but I do worry about, will the game itself be fun? Hey Stromco, the Stellaris backlash has been coming for a long time. Last several major DLCs and patches have been half-baked and done more harm than good. Really? Okay. I very much enjoyed the DLC that added Origins to the game. Origins let you say, here's what's happening to your species and people before everything began as a player. And I hope it's not all bad. But yeah, obviously Paradox's business model is based on these small releases of games occasionally. And if people are unhappy about the small releases, I do worry that they're going to have a major problem on their hands. So that said, Stellaris came out a very long time ago and we're all still playing it, so maybe that's good enough. Alright, let's pull up the video game. Let's play some Stellaris and see what is what. New Hampshire, you bought Stellaris the first time yesterday. Congratulations, I hope you're enjoying it already. You got a starter bundle pack, it's awesome so far. Yes, this is probably an important lesson, something to keep in mind, which is, though it's the case that those of us who have hundreds and thousands of hours in the game are, old and cynical and ready to complain, people who are brand new to the game are probably still having the absolutely amazing experience that so many of the rest of us have had throughout the years and years of playing. So I never want to say, because later Stellaris downloadable content has not been as good as the base game is then bad. Because everyone loves the base game. And so I do need to give it the very positive feedback I usually do. Hi, Blue Moon. You have 14 hours into Stellaris. You don't have a problem. You can stop anytime you want to. Blue Moon, didn't you say you would not be playing this game anymore? Yeah, didn't you say never again, never again? Do I have to go look at your computer and make sure you're not playing Blue Moon? Let's see what's said here. This is the brand new patch that came along. It's called Pixis or Pixis. Every adventure requires a step into the unknown. The Astral Planes narrative expansion focuses on mid to late game exploration content. So I appreciate that. Many of you know that I really enjoy the exploration part of the game. The part of the game when you're not sure what's out there and you go looking around and you find strange new life, you find different kinds of areas to interact with, you find secret anomalies, etc. This often drops off very quickly because you've found everything there is to find. You have no more peaks to climb, you have no more unknown lands to explore. But if they've added in new exploration content later in the game, that could be cool. We can travel to other dimensions to discover over 30 new branching storylines, 8 relics, 4 civics, the Rift World origin, and new music composed by Andreas van de Toft. Is that the person who makes most of the music for this game? If so, wonderful. Hey, Cthulhu Collector. Good to see you, Cthulhu. Hope you're having a good day today. The Custodian team, I don't know what that means. I wonder if the Custodian team are the people who ordinarily make the game. So Stellaris Custodians, Crusader Kings 3, Stewards? I don't know what word they use for the different developers. Completed some consolidation and revamp of leaders. Generals and admirals have been merged into a single commander class. I like that so very, very much. Because as many of you know, I almost never hire generals. Because unless you're actively at war, either attacking, invading, or being invaded, then I just don't have generals. There's a waste of resources. So very cool. Now commanders in general. And some of the tasks previously performed by envoys are now part of the officials class. So new class called officials. I wonder if that's the governors also. Any leader can now become a sector or planetary governor, providing bonuses appropriate to their class. Martial law for commanders, economic bonus for officials, or assist research for scientists. The Minister of the State Council position has been added to assist the diplomatic corps, and many leader traits have been updated or changed due to this rebalancing. Cool. On some storefronts, I don't know what that means, but on some storefronts, the additional or in-game additional content browser now provides more accurate and detailed data about the contents of each DLC. Oh, it says storefronts meaning like Steam or Epic Gaming, that kind of storefront. You can preview ship sets and portraits and view the detailed tooltips for things like Origins and Civics, letting you make more informed decisions before you consider picking up any releases. I appreciate that. I appreciate that quite a bit, because I think often when people come into my stream as newer players of a Paradox game, they have this question that I really struggle with, which is, Resorty, I want to buy one DLC for this game. Which DLC do I buy? I don't know. I love them all. They're all my beautiful little children. And so, yeah, it is very challenging to decide which one to recommend. If I can now say, go look at the store page and read carefully what sounds fun to you, that seems good. Get whatever's on sale. Actually, the DLC that just released a few days ago is on sale. And I wonder if that's because a whole bunch of the feedback on the new DLC is it is overpriced. I'm not used to having sales quite this early, but we'll see. All right, we made some major updates to the Outliner, which now supports multiple tabs and greater customization. That's great. You'll recall that one trouble I have in Stellaris, unlike every other Paradox game, is my Outliner gets so unbelievably long, and anytime I do want to do anything, I've got to scroll through the entire Outliner. Part of this is because of the way in which star bases are listed, each individually, each showing me everything. If I can set those to the side more easily, I'd be very happy for that. Please take a look at the full patch notes for more details. You can't make me. A nearly infinite number of universes connect to our own, and ours is not the only one full of wonders. Have fun, and thanks for playing Stellaris. Warning! Due to major changes from leader consolidation, games predating. I read it as predating initially, like a predator and a prey. Predating 3.1 are likely to have unexpected results. We strongly recommend rolling back to 3.9.3 to complete those games. Got it. Okay, sounds good. Oh, Steam Fall sale started today. That's right. I got an email today. Maybe you got this one also. Can I pull this up for you? I swear we're about to play video games. I swear. Let me see if I can get this for you without doxing myself. I think this will work. Okay, we go to this screen over here. Do my Gmail. Hey, it worked. Good. All right, so this is the... This is the Autumn Sale. Shop Paradox Interactive sales and new titles. So until November 28th, which is what, 6 days from now? Yeah, until the 28th, we have Wishlist Millennia. This is the new game coming out soon, the Civ competitor. Also, DLC for Hearts of Iron. Oh, I should go buy that. I should definitely go buy that. I think I have the Hearts of Iron base game and none of the DLC. And if we're going to learn Hearts of Iron sometime this year, I should go buy all of that. We'll see. DLC for CS1. Other Paradox titles on sale now. Yeah, all different parts off. Oh, Poor Empire of Sin is 75% off. This is a game that I think may have been a fail launch. I'm not exactly sure if it was, but I definitely didn't play it. And I heard there are a lot of people who did not play it, and those who did play it didn't enjoy it terribly much. Also, there's no reference here to Lamplighters League. I mean, what game? That didn't exist. Imperator? Seems like nonsense. We just not play Hearts of Iron. So, Dogbear, are you concerned about Hearts of Iron? Are you concerned about like what vibe it'll bring to the channel? Because I know nothing about it other than that it has, Paradox Grand Strategy in the same world as, or same game engine as the other games I love. But I know basically nothing about it at all, honestly. Hey, CS, you like Prison Architect? I don't like streaming Prison Architect. It leads to very, very strange conversations about things I care about quite a bit. So I like it as a game, except it's not super fun to be unable to treat everyone decently. There are a number of characters that are hard-coded as just hates everyone, and there's no hope of doing anything with them other than locking them up, etc. So, yeah. My various fuzzy liberal commitments make it hard for me to stream it well. There was a very long-time viewer who announced aggressively, put them all in the chair, they all deserve to die. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So, there you go. Things. But Dogbear, I really would like to know what you think. I'd like to know if you have good reasons not to play it, because I tend to trust your judgment quite a bit. Y'all wanted Empire of Sin to be gangsters, organized crime. Becoming nostalgic. Yeah, I enjoyed looking at Empire of Sin. I think it'd be like an XCOM game set in the Dick Tracy universe, but I don't think it was that, unfortunately. World War II is a weird topic on the internet. You have concerns. Oh, yeah. Mods, you might need to be on extra strong duty to stomp out the Nazis because, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. I don't know. It's strange. I'm always curious, at what point is something historical enough that it feels okay to play without getting very weird conversations. It's like CK3. CK3 does have the Crusades, and like the Crusades are obviously a kind of horrible part of history. History, that's right. History, that's how I talk now. But there's enough distance that it feels okay to play, I guess. Though occasionally viewers come in and say awful things about, the heathens and so on. It feels kind of weird, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, you're not wrong, Dogberry. You're not wrong. Clearly, you want WWE 1 war games. Yeah, I think in the American imagination, largely, World War I didn't really happen because World War II was such a big deal for all of us. Yeah, so in the American history class I got in high school, there was like 1 week on World War I, and then, I don't know, a month and a half on World War II. And I do wonder if that's due to recency bias, or because it's very easy for high school teachers to tell the good guys, bad guys story, which is often what youngsters really enjoy or need to make sense of the world. Yeah, I'm not sure though, but World War I is just not terribly well understood or engaged with in the US at least. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that said, I'd be so delighted to have a Freudian-based World War I game, because Freud has this great book, Civilization Its Discontents, that he writes in the period after World War I, where he says, look, Europeans, we thought we had it all figured out, that peace would reign eternally, and then the big war happens. How do we make sense of this? And his large claim is that we didn't fall as far as we thought we had, because we didn't rise as far as we had. The eternal peace period was not actually peaceful, etc., etc. So it's that kind of thing. Yep. Thank you all for the very thoughtful commentary on this topic. So I don't know too much about. I know more about World War I than the average American probably, but it's something I don't know that deeply, other than like the horrors of trench warfare and so on. So how it goes. Lowly know very little about World War I based on learning, even in AP history class. Yeah, I don't know how any person does any kind of historical study in school, because you have to leave so much out. So there's already like a certain shaping of the narrative by, we're going to spend 3 days on the Teapot Dome scandal. I remember nothing about the Teapot Dome scandal other than it was about oil, I believe. But I recall we spent multiple days on this thing. Why? And then anything after like the Vietnam era, we spend absolutely nothing on. And so this is the US, right? For those of you who come from very old countries, from cultures that want to talk about thousands and thousands of years of history, I mean, how do you decide what matters? I think if I were to imagine myself in English history class, like history of England, I'd want to know about all the various kings, though I recognize that has very little impact on present day running of the state and the culture. Like it's kind of like fantasy history in some measure. So I don't know. Yeah, it's very strange to say. Maybe that's what I should do in my old age. Maybe in my old age, I should attempt to go around the world and learn about different cultures' history classes. Because I know that here in Japan, history tends to have a triumphalist narrative still that paints Japan as either the grand origin of history or unfortunately the victim of history. And really, not a lot of subtlety between those two. But I'm curious how Germany teaches history, given the situations. I'm curious how people who have been colonized for a large portion of history tell their history. And does it all come into a certain American triumphalist narrative? Gosh, I hope not. Gosh, I hope not. So I'm not sure. What it comes to. Actually, I saw a book from Germany, a school book from Germany that talked about American culture. And it was such a sad sentence that was quoted. Something about, what was it? Americans believe deeply in individualism, but are lonely, materialistic people. And I thought, oh no. And so I quoted this line to my students. I took the picture from the textbook and showed it to my students. And they said, that's not true. And my Japanese students said, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I'm always amazed at how different cultures see one another. It's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Hey, history teacher Steve, good seeing you, my friend. Hope you're having a very good day. Hope things are good for you. It's always nice having you in our community. Thank you, thank you. And Wire Speed, thank you for the resubscription. Oh no, they're on to us. Yeah, it often is easier to see important elements of a culture by being outside of it. So one thing I've noticed by being in Japan, of the U.S., it's really loud there. It's really, really loud in the U.S. And I think it's not just in comparison to the absolute politeness and quietness of Japanese culture, but yeah, the thing that one takes as normal, one occasionally recognizes is just one way of being, contingently so, when you're outside of it. Anyway, enough blather about all that. Thank you for the very good words. I appreciate it. If only Reddit ads were running right now, because that would allow us to have good people dropping in and learning about the things we do here, namely talk a lot while the game screen's on. That's how it goes. Hello, Yvonne. Hope I'm well. I am. You need my help with your civilization in Stellaris. Feel free to ask anything. I'll try to answer. Someone in channel probably knows more than I do. I only have, how many hours in this game do I have? One moment. I only have 240 hours in total in Stellaris. And let me be honest with you, one of those hours is me standing here today and not playing at all. So, yeah, I don't have that many actual hours of playtime for a game I should have a lot more in. Anyway, it's time for a new game. And the most exciting thing about the new game is creating a new species. And so we're going to do that straight away. Cthulhu, you have 5,000 hours in the game. See, these are the numbers I love. Because I'm closing in on 2,000 in RimWorld. I'm considering playing some RimWorld on stream just to get to 2,000. But man, other than World of Warcraft, there's no game I have anywhere near 5,000 in. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hey, no cow level. Am I planning on ever doing a multiplayer roleplay game of Stellaris? My general sense about multiplayer is just not for me on stream, but maybe someday. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but as of right now, I'm feeling it could be a lot of fun to do some kind of roleplay thing on stream. Whether we find a way to hide all of the stats on characters, so we can have a more, honest engagement with the world instead of only comparing numbers. I do want to do that. Roleplay would not be competitive. You sure? If one team decides to be, the Fnatic Purifiers, wouldn't they come destroy us all? I'm not sure. Yvonne has a question. Needs a name for the civilization. You've turned from xenophobic authoritarianism to religious authoritarianism. Need to change from the Terran Confederation to something more religiously themed. Alright, so, if you're humans, you said Terran Confederation, the standard Empire of Man kind of thing comes to mind, for Warhammer, that has the religious connotation. You could call it the spirit of humanity, right? Spirit having this kind of dual play on the ghost stuff, but also the enthusiasm of the individual. Something like that, possibly. The Holy Order of Terra. That's pretty good. Yeah, hopefully people in chat have some good answers that'll help you, because I don't have any other answers right now, but hopefully they're good. Space Force of Jesus. I love it. Wirespeed says, for a multiplayer game, have pre-agreed rules. Most people would follow the rules. See, my one and only experience with multiplayer on stream was multiplayer Terraria, and I set really clear rules. And I think I had the moderators give out the code to join me in playing Terraria on stream, and they said directly to anyone who wanted to join, please bring nothing into our world, right? Please only bring your character by themselves, and then build and grow. So nothing brought into the world was rule number 1. Rule number 2, please don't start any bosses before Resort gets there, because I want to explore this stuff. And so people came in and, of course, brought endgame items and went and fought all the bosses, and it was an absolute disaster. So I'm really hesitant to open my games to other people, except if I know the people pretty well. So longtime viewers, people who are long-term subscribers and moderators and that kind of thing, I tend to trust. But yeah, I think often if you do a multiplayer game, random people want to join in also and say like, hey, let me play, that kind of thing. That's just kind of tough, unfortunately. Hey, Coco. Good seeing you, Coco. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. All right, friends. Here is my greatest desire. I want this playthrough to build megastructures. I know absolutely nothing about megastructures. I've said this over and over for the past 2 or 3 playthroughs, that at some point we're doing a megastructure one. This one needs to be that. So, please help me in figuring out how to make an empire that will create megastructures. Past that, I have no meaningful understandings of what I want. It could be basically anything. We could play as robots if we want to. But something megastructures. Maddie B, thank you for the resubscription. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you also. My mother's birthday is on the 24th. Because I live very far away, I need to send her flowers. I can't go and visit her. But for me, I think of Thanksgiving as being the 24th, which is my mother's birthday. Lines up perfectly. That's how it goes. Machine Head, thank you for the subscription also. I appreciate that. During the big Steam sale, you're thinking of hopping into the Forest game. Would I recommend Stellaris, CK3, EU4, Age of Wonder? So EU4 is incredibly deep. There's so much going on and so much DLC. That said, I would not recommend it as a brand new player. EU4 is a very unfriendly game to figure out. To learn EU4 myself, I had to stream it for hours and hours and hours with another streamer, Shen, walking me through every single page and saying, this is what that button does. That number there means this thing. It was a disaster. So not EU4, definitely. Stellaris is much friendlier. CK3 is, in my view, the best tutorial that any game in the Paradoxiverse has right now. Age of Wonders 4 is super fun, though I found its combat a little bit repetitive. So for me personally, I would say Crusader Kings 3. It is the most role-play-y of the Paradox games, but I think it's a whole bundle of fun. Anyone in chat have opinions? Those 4 games, Stellaris, CK3, EU4, Age of Wonders. I like all of them, but I think CK3 is probably best for a new player. But there you go. Once you learn the game, you'll only have to engage with about 5% of stats and buttons in EU4. See, I haven't played enough EU4 to know that. I get overwhelmed still by all those buttons. We'll see. All right, my friends. New empire, here we go. Engineering research is megastructures. So we need engineering. I think of megastructures in 2 ways, and maybe this is wrong. I think of megastructures as either the way in which we abandon our gravitationally locked planet and find a way to freedom in the stars. So megastructures mean freedom, or megastructures mean robots. So which do we want? Some kind of like ordinary ground dwellers freedom? We could be birds. We could be birds. I believe I've decided we're going to be birds so that we can fly all the time, definitionally, in the sky. All right, I've never done a bird playthrough. So which kind of bird ought we to be? Tech rushes for the birds? You hero, I love that. This bird, the glorious multi-eyed peacock, delights me so very much. But I want to look through the other ones and see who is who. This fellow's face is upsetting to me. It looks kind of squashed. This fellow reminds me of a rooster, possibly. Is it a multi-wattled item there? This bird looks too lizard-like. Hasn't quite left dinosaur kind. Oh, these are kind of like owls. I love owls so much. Let's be some owls, maybe. This is Polly the parrot bringing along its plastic bag. Don't you know, even though plastic bags say do not let your children play with these, you shouldn't let your parrots play with them either. Little Polly the parrot's eye goes in weird directions too. This is a monstrosity. I don't like that it has hands. Kind of penguin-like. I could spend the entire stream repeatedly saying penguin as Benedict Cumberbatch does. Penguin. Two reptilian. Some kind of bird of prey. Upsetting middle eye. So I wonder if that middle eye is actually functional. If these are spiritualists of some sort with third eyes, or if it's a decoy. So our enemy comes and pecks, and their actual eyes survive fine. Too plant-like. Too many possible holes in the face. Yeah, some of the... I was going to say, some of these are a little bit too strange for me. But then we find the Cyclops bird. I think Cyclops bird's me one of the contenders. Okay, I'm going to let you all decide what we're doing here in a moment. Hello, little cutie. Okay, I have your 3 choices here. I'm going to set up a vote now for you all. And so, which bird is the word? All right. So, all right. Peacock's a possibility. I don't exactly want to play the peacock, but we could probably come up with some funny names if we do. Are peacocks flying birds? I've never seen one in flight, but it doesn't mean they're not. Number 2, Cyclops bird. I find this one absolutely delightful. Hey, Cthulhu Tentacles, thank you for the Prime sub also. Good having you here. Hope you're ready for some Stellaris fun. Cyclops bird, number 2. Number 3 is going to be... This one? No, that's upsetting. This one. This one I imagine is royalty, is a knightly kind of fellow. So we're going to get Sir Bird. And then lastly, vaguely owl guy. All right, here come the 4 characters. I'll run through them again, but your voting is now possible. If you're on mobile, just put the word in channel instead. So owl guy, Sir Bird. I like Sir Bird the most, I think. The peacock, and then Cyclops bird. Cyclops, Sir, peacock, owl. Please vote now. And again, Sir Bird is my preference here, but I'm happy with whatever you all want. You like the peacock. All right, people in the channel so far, peacock, got 2 more votes there, but Sir Bird is currently climbing ever higher. We gotta spend a lot of time then thinking about like what kind of governmental authority. Is it an empire possibly? Any guesses what kind of bird this actually factually is? Because I don't know enough about birds. I like its eyebrows, though. Those are totally, as the kids said, on fleek. That's right. They still talk that way, I'm sure. All right. We should play as turkeys. Overwhelmingly, Sir Bird won. Thank you for it. It's an angry bird? It might be an angry bird, indeed. Today, Biden did the annual pardoning of the turkeys. They're named Liberty and Bell. Thank you. How gratuitous is that, though? how absolutely gratuitous is the pardoning of the turkey, a yearly tradition in the U.S.? It is just very, very strange. When these birds celebrate Thanksgiving, I mean, I think they're probably not going to eat other birds. They don't seem like predator animals. They eat rats instead. Oh, remember back when I was but a boy, and perhaps when you were a child also, digging through owl pellets, like these pieces of dried owl effluvia, leavings. You'd like dig through them with your little pokey things and find, look, it's a piece of a rat. Look, it's a pellet. So very strange. Don't like that at all. All right, so this is our kind of people. There we go. If you recall correctly, the bottleneck for megastructure is alloys and influence. I wouldn't be surprised at all to hear just that. I mean, alloys is the bottleneck for anything, unfortunately. All right, what do we call our species? Not the empire, but the species. The word pellet is coming to mind. I wish I hadn't discussed that at all. The pellet producers. Fowlerites. I like fowlerites. Any other fine ideas? Fowlerites. I like that, actually. I may just go with that. Because it's like fowl. Palatine. Oh, pellet could work well. Palatine I like also. Gobblerkin, avians, they're all good names. I like Palatine quite a bit. So it's the Palatines and Palatinian, of course. Welcome, welcome. Man has long dreamed of flight. From primitive imaginations of sprouting wings, building wings, and flying too close to the sun, to tinkering in preparation for self-powered machines, aerial machines. Humans have long wished to take to the sky. Oh gosh, I hit enter. I hit enter. Alright, space is space. Skip line, skip line. Paradox, please let me have an enter key. Thank you. Alright. Birds have no such needs. Blessed from their evolution with the power of wing, it was only a matter of time until the Palatine people were the dominant species of their planet. With aerial bombardment came the ruin of the humans' pesky piloted planes. Now comes the age of flight. Have you heard? Bird is the word. Boom! Boom, 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 boom. All right, story has been told. We will never see that story again. Glorious. That's my favorite part of every single Stellaris playthrough. It's all downhill from here. I like writing the story, and then we're basically done. Alright, are there avian names particularly? Is it like Squeak Squeak and Squawk Squawk? Are these alphabetical, in which case avian is the top there? There are avian names. Alright, so these are like Cries, Sakubik, Tiroktik, so on. Number 2 is Quatrock, Tricod, Lakshkrut. Oh, long names. Feels kind of native aboriginal names. Redwing, Xtac, and so on. And lastly, Goldbeak, Auric, etc. Because these are knightly people, feudal through and through, I'm going to go with these names here, I believe. These seem most appropriate. Also, Awful Ariel, thank you for the follow a bit ago. I appreciate hanging out with us today. And thank you for the good name. Alright, so ship prefix. We often would use some 3-letter thing like International Spaceship or Her Majesty's Ship, etc. Yeah, let's do His Majesty's... what's the word? Space Wing? His Majesty's Space Wing, I think we're going to use. Good stuff. Alright, what kind of creatures do we want to be? So, notably, we need engineering research, alloys influence. So, natural engineering. Because who needs to have machines? We have the body of the bird. Makes it obvious to them how physics work. They just look at their body and say, aerodynamic. Perfect. Past that, we also sure would like to have something involving alloys. And I'm not going to come up with an RP reason for easy alloy creation. It's industrious, right? No, it's minerals. there anything that gives us additional alloys? Maybe not. I can never remember which ones are which after a certain point. Existential interoperity? I don't know that word at all. This species grew up in hostile conditions where outbreeding your rival is key to survival. No. We don't have the thing we're looking for. It doesn't exist. So what instead? Conservationists. We use fewer pop upkeep. We could just take these two. Conformist to the bird picture? Wait, does it really? It does. Alright, so more likely that we'll conform to the governing ethics, which we need to spend 2 negative points. So, make fewer amenities. That's not so bad. Fleeting, dies more quickly. Decadent, less happiness for workers and slaves. I'm going to go ahead and take less production in amenities. The physical appearance and custom speech are considered offensive to most others. Few appreciate them as neighbors that are up late cawing all the time and leaving their pellets everywhere. There you go. I give you our people. There we go. Sedentary might be 3 points. Oh, is that the one where it's hard to resettle? I could take 2 -1s instead of repugnant. So have more housing usage. I think we're fine with lowered amenities. I usually end up with way too many amenities anyway. We'll see how it goes. Oh, incubators fits. That's nice. Yeah, incubators fits because we're definitely having birds. But what's done is done. All right, as we indicated a bit ago, we're definitely playing as Earth. It's an alternate universe Earth in which the birds take over by learning how to use explosive bombers before the humans have. So, is this just Earth, I think? Kind of wet continental world? Sure. Now, is there a way we can turn the name Earth into something more birdy? There's Dearth. There's Perth, a city in Australia. We'll just leave it as is. That's fine. And then the star system, I think we start as Sol itself. Call it Terra or Aviera instead of Terra. I like that so much. Call it Birth. That's the most on-the-nose name ever, and I kind of love it. I kind of love that. Oh, Cat, it's good seeing you. Earth is pretty good. Or we said Aviera, which reminds me of a Islamic philosopher named Avicenna, but I think we're gonna go with Earth like that. That seems pretty good. A little joke for ourselves. All right. So we could have a million cities, indicating that we've taken over all of the human land. What's the avian look like, though? That's lovely. I do wish there were a way of repainting these cities, right? So they weren't just exactly the same each time. But we want to have like bright blue instead of the kind of drabbish green. Yeah, very nice, very nice. All right, so what room is best for folks like us? Like I said, we're playing as some kind of night folks. So anything that looks nightly, anything that looks birdly, I could choose. What is this? Helmets and spears. The helmets have no place for our wonderful eyebrows, though, unfortunately. This one always disgusts me. Like, clearly spider webs or some kind of fungus. We gotta get ourselves an exterminator for that. I might just use one of the kind of plain ones here. Maybe this thing is fine. Whoops. I misclicked there, my apologies. Like 24? Look at 24. If only I could change the purple color. Only I could change that purple color. It does look pretty cool, though. I think I'm just gonna go with this one at the beginning. One of the kind of basic ones. Or we have a Holy Scripture. The Holy Scripture is written in a language you no longer speak. There's a lot of cawing and hoot-hooting. Unfortunately, to dominate the humans, they had to learn their accursed language. It looks beautiful. The origin. The origin. There is a new origin, correct? Riftworld's the new one. I'm going to read this. We're probably not going to use it, though. A massive rift in space and time looms near the civilization's homeworld. After studying the phenomenon for millennia, recent advances in starship technology will allow them to finally reach out and discover what secrets it might hold. So we start with an ancient crater archaeology, chance for astral rifts. You know what? Let's choose it. Let's choose the new ones. We can learn what the DLC has. So I don't think there's anything that exactly matches we killed the humans and now we reign supreme. There might be, but let's go with it. Cool. All right. Here comes some ethics. So we've clearly shown that we're at least a little bit militaristic because we killed all the humans. Beyond that, I'm guessing if we want to go in the direction of astral stuff, we should probably become at least a little bit spiritualistic. And beyond that, I think we hate people who aren't like us a little bit. What do you think? Is that good? I think it might be good. Astral stuff is blue. It's perfect caw. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right that it is. All right, bring me the Empire. Yeah, I think we're going the Empire for our knightly folks. Cool. And now we get some civics. Anything involving like feudalism, feudal society. The society is organized in a feudal manner with a monarch whose rule relies on powerful vassals that govern territories with considerable autonomy. Ignore diplomatic requirements. Subjects are allowed to expand, etc. We have a chief herald of arms. So this is, do we want subjects? I've never tried that. Sure, let's try that. We got one more point too. Heroic past. The legendary heroes of the past inspire civilization's young people to achieve the extraordinary. I think those both feel pretty good for the kind of people I want to play. We've done Philosopher King recently, so I don't want to do that at all, but the Sovereign Guardian, Warring Tribes, no. Okay. The feudal society concerns me quite a bit, because I tend not to have subjects. Let's see what we can do, though. Alright, what kind of voice do we want? Anything here say birds in particular? Avian cacaw? I see nothing of the sort, so we'll go with xenophobe for sure. Alright, what do we call the Empire, my friends? What do we call this people? They're already known as the Pellarites, I believe. Is that right? The Palatines, rather. They have pellets. Probably change over to E instead, so the pellet part's clearer. Palatine. Though maybe as... Wait, how do I get that weird... By pushing the slash bar key, I get the W with the slash. I think it's pronounced as an L in Polish. No, I'm saying the origin of their name has been lost. They don't know why they're called the Palatines, but they are called the Palatines anyway. Call it air supremacy, Pelaflocks, kind of like that. The flock, hey Femini, how's it going? The pecking order, arararar. I don't know how to pronounce arara, unfortunately. The Great Nesting, what the flock? All good names. All good names. I like the Great Nesting. Now, I never remember if the hears me repeated. The Great Nesting would be the Great Nesting. How do we make it an adjective? Nestinian? Nestor? Nestorian? Sure, Nestorian it is. You like Nestorian? I kind of like that also. It's a great historical reference too. Okay. Now, clearly, bird stuff. Is there no specific bird flag? Well, Imperial it is then. This is wings. This is wings. We like wings. That's that. What's ornate look like? Nope. Pirate, planetoid, pointy, round, oh, maybe zoological. There's a proper wing. The zoological generally is it. Is this how we imagine ourselves when we stand inside of the Asphodel? Asphodel, are you a genius? Friends, we have a new suggestion for a name. I'm not taking a vote. I'm ignoring literally any other idea. We're going to be called the Word of Bird. Because that reference is amazing, especially given our background of having a special book. Having a special book. Wordarian? Wordarian seems good. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for your genius. That's so good, so good. Alright. So Giant Feather, I think we're going to go with. The Giant Book could work also. I'm going to Giant Feather. Alright. We want to maintain our lovely blue here, but not too much of that. Alright. Lovely blue. Close. Perfect. Now, as always, you can't change the color of the insignia. Heartbreak, heartbreak. I want sky over land, I believe. Yes. Primarily sky. And so, brown sadness. Is it perfect? Is it perfect? Maybe a winged sword. Maybe oh, here. A nice improvement. A nice improvement. This is the best group we've ever made. We had some real winners recently, like the rock people and the people who survived the atomic bombings. All very good. This one, though, might be the best. All right, show me bird ships. All a little bit Talon-like. I do like it, though. It's perfect. You have no egrets. Ban, ban, ban. All right, cool. Next up, what's our ruler look like? Who's our first ruler? I'm going to name them all Sir something. And I'll steal George R. R. Martin's Sir spelling. I have no idea why that spelling is used. It's a cool ship. Thank you. Thank you, Kazipiku. I didn't know you were still here. I'm glad to have you still. But yes, the ship's very cool. Sir Talon? Sir Claw? Sir Cacaw? Hooter, like an owl? Sir Hoots. I think that's a cute name. I think we're going to have all of our leaders have names that are objectively cute, but also quite royal indeed. That seems good. Female or male? Do they look the same here? Yeah, females and males look just the same here. Different possible clothing. Let's see. I think I like the clothing we started with, honestly. Yeah, I like the blue all the way. Biography. Let's not. What should the ruler be called? Emperor feels a little bit too human. What's a word for a bird that's in charge? The wing. The wing of power. Obviously, the heir title will be something involving eggs. The High Talon. Oh, I like that. Hello, Horizon. It's good seeing you. The High Talon. Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Lose that for both of them. And then the heir title, The Big Egg. That feels a little infantilizing. So the person coming next could be the Low Talon. Let's do that. That's fine. High Talon, Low Talon. Lovely. Alright, and what kind of character should the leader be? I think a military person seems exactly right. So now we have officials and commanders and scientists. Commander it is. So I know I should take scientist and rush technology all the way. That is the correct way to play this beginning, but no. So hostile, weapons do more damage. Charismatic, cheaper edicts. Understands logistics, ships cheaper, or eye for talents. Anyone in the Empire who's a leader gets more experience points. Sure, we'll take that one. All right, friends, I give you the word of bird. Our Empire, through and through. They're ugly to everyone else. They have terrible habits. They all want to blend in. They take care of the environments, and they like engineering quite a bit. This is perfect. We save this group right now, and then we go back and say we want to play as the word of bird. Now, should we select some other of our own creations to be in this game? We have the mighty ooze, these tiny, strange-looking fellows. The trepidatious turts are turtle people. Loved making those. A military dictatorship called Us. The Up and Atoms are poor necroid people. Nah. I always feel very strange fighting as my own creations. So I think we'll leave them on the side and just play Word of Bird. Here we go, everybody. It's time to create the game we're playing. We've been live now for how long? We've been live now for an hour and a half. What have we done in that time? We've talked our way through making a species. So, I'm trying to remember, last playthrough I think was pretty balanced through and through. So I think we may stay with everything else as default here. We're in Iron Man mode. We can get achievements. Let's do it! Character creation, most important part of any game? Yes. Because you're stuck looking at these people all game long. So they need to be just right. Just right. Grimend, thanks for the follow also. Glad to have you with us today, friend. Alright. Alright. For as long as we can remember, the Great Rift has loomed in the skies above Earth. Legends propose our past is intimately entwined with this mysterious celestial scar and an ancient impact site near the capital. For generations, the site was revered, but little understood. However, recent seismic activity has uncovered subsurface anomalies in the crater. Preparations are already underway to drill to the core. That's right, we're not going to ignore the terrible glowing thing on the planet. We're digging into it. Opinions remain divided on what we may uncover there. Is it simple coincidence that this has occurred on the advent of hyperdrive technology? Just as we reach for the heavens, our attention is pulled back to the ground. Perhaps what lies beneath the surface of the world is meant to aid us on our journey to the stars. Perhaps it will prepare us for whatever lies beyond the rift. Let's begin. Recent seismic activity has revealed unexpected features of the ancient impact site near the capital. The specific crater has been linked to legends involving the very genesis of our species. Where do we come from? Where do we go? Look, it's Earth. And new archaeology already. And look, it's an astral rift. We get 2 astral threads for being there, a tear in time and space. We do not yet know what lies on the other side. This is the new addition to the game. I'm excited to find what's inside of that very soon. At this point, though, we've been an hour or so since the last ad break. We're taking 3 minutes of ad break right now. On the other side of that, we'll go ahead and play our game. During the ad break, you'll miss absolutely nothing. We'll be doing the crossword puzzle. Welcome to today's crossword puzzle. This is yesterday's, the Monday puzzle. Didn't finish that. Today, though, a Tuesday. We'll see how we do as we go. So, see you in 3 minutes, other side of the little ad break here. If you watch the ads, I appreciate it, etc., etc. Mad Chihuahua, hello. I'm the best dressed gamer on Twitch. I try, thank you. Okay, number 1 across. Luminous. Could just be bright, possibly? I have no idea. That's not how you spell bright. It's GHT. Luminous. Glowing? Luminous. Shining? Who knows? Pier foundations. So piers that go out into the ocean or lake have concrete things underneath often, or they can be on floating things. So floating barrels, or possibly, are they called stacks maybe? I'm not sure on that one. Word ignored when alphabetizing. The. You leave the off and go to the main instead. Shimmer or Shimar of SWAT. No idea. Despondent outburst. Oh, why is me? Oh, woe is me. Dear sweet Lord, it's the worst. Switched places. Switched places. With the question mark, it doesn't mean to reverse. Instead, switch places. So on, off is how switches might work. Put that in is probably wrong, we'll see. Like bloodhounds and beagles, they're hunting dogs. Bloodhounds and beagles. They have good sense of smell, I believe. They have ears. They're mammals. A blank to duty, a William Wordsworth poem, but it's ode to duty. A Michigan city that was once a hub of American furniture making. Yeah, no clue. Unencumbered by, rid of, free from, not sure. Musical that won Angela Lansbury her first Tony. Angela Lansbury, what a great actress. She's not an amazing singer, but she's such a lively character. I know she played Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd. That doesn't have 4 letters, though. What musicals have 4 letters? Like Rent does, but there's no way she was in Rent. I don't know. A computer monitor attachment, perhaps. So computer monitors have arms sometimes. Mine certainly do. There's like the screen so people can't see what you're doing if you come from the side. Like hotels with glittering clienteles. So this could be, hotels with stars, like 5-star hotel. Yeah. Fiber synthesized by DuPont. I believe DuPont first made nylon, possibly. Similar to Edward Hopper's Night and Hawks. It's a cafe in which people are sitting around and talking. The cafe doesn't fit. All-night bar, 24-hour bar, not sure. Ruby or Emerald are both gems. A title role in a 1999 Best Picture nominee. So 99 was a very good year for motion pictures. Fight Club came out. American Beauty came out. Other films came out too. Animals that resemble field mice. No clue. Stoner comedy salutation. Hey man. Or you got a light. Or what's up? I don't know. Considerable stretch could be an eon. It could also be a stretch like this. Not sure. Word on a restroom door. Occupied. Men's, women's, that kind of thing. Like a rainforest. Wet. Very, very wet. 0 degrees in a way. So a novice, a first year, a freshman, that kind of thing has no degrees so far. Comic book fiend, perhaps. Could be a villain. Could be a mutant. Who knows. I'm put this one in the back to the game. Steel cut blanks. Steel cut oats. I feel good about 2 of the answers so far. Past that, no idea. Maybe 3 of the answers. We'll see. All right, ad break is done. Time for some actual factual Stellaris. Let me say hi to those of you who came in while I was gone. Appreciate you hanging out. And welcome back to the game. Pardon me for just 1 second. As many of you know, I tried to start running a Reddit ad today, and it appears not to be working. I want to see if it's possibly can be turned on now. Let me see. Hello to you, Reddit ad. Are we live? It still says processing. It's marked as on, so it should be going, but it's not live, it's processing. So the day that I set up my Reddit ad account, I got an email from a ad specialist manager saying, hey, can I help you set this thing up? We want your money. And I said instead, I'm a 1-person shop. It's going to take me a while to get set up, but I'll ask you questions if I need to. And she wrote back saying something like, hey, it's super easy. You can probably do it yourself. If you need anything, let me know. I did it myself, and it's broken. It's absolutely broken, unfortunately. If you want to see the ad, just do !ad and channel. We worked very hard on making it. Hopefully it's running tomorrow. We'll see. All right, before we engage in the great unpausing, we have things to do. So, number 1, we have a person named Barrelwing Auric, the head of research. All right, we did not get anything amazing here. I'm going to start by doing the research stations produce more. And the reason for that is we have research stations and we'll get more very soon. So research, how we always go. On society, we can begin with more unity, more society research, or better armies. We don't need armies yet, so better society research. And then engineering, we did not get, unfortunately, the research engineering output. But we're going to need to get a whole bundle of minerals to make alloys, to make megastructures, so we start with that one. Good. There are 2 tabs on the outliner now. Number 1 is called the government. Number 2 are our ships. So we have a construction ship. We can send out immediately to go make things here. And we have a science ship we can send out to scan things nearby. Now, we have this rift here. And we have another one on our home planet. The home planet is an ancient crater archaeology job. We'll do that in just a moment. So I'm going to ask my science ship to get scanning nearby. Looks like we have a nice little cutoff area here to build inside of. And then out this way, we'll probably have to defend ourselves. This might dead end here and possibly here. I'm going to scan here first and then see what we discover past that. Also, we got to change the names. So, the HMSW Diamond Quakeek needs a name more bird-like than that. Something involving like knightly honor or swooping or flying through the air. It's not a military ship though, it's a curious ship. The Prey Finder, or Prey for Freedom possibly. The Diving Falcon, I want to save diving for eventually a military ship. We'll see. Our construction ship, we're going to call the Nest Builder, I believe. Awesome. Ships are headed out. We then have our very first military fleet, and this one I will call the Diving Falcons. Cool. The Low Talon Opal Plume is the heir to our empire. Will take the throne when the current ruler dies. We'll see. Astral Actions. This is a new page added in the most recent DLC. The first thing is gain physics insight. We have 250 of these special threads, which I do not see here. Oh, they're right here right now. 250 special threads. We gain a bonus to physics research for 5 years. We need to get a whole bunch of those first. Then we have new air. Cool. That new air is doing nothing currently. So she is a politician. Council agenda goes faster once she's on the throne. We'll get her there in a moment. All right. Would like to have someone go do archaeology. Detected an anomalous seismic activity from deep inside an ancient crater on the surface of Earth. Underground sonar revealed a previously unknown cavity. We need a dentist. So I want to hire a new scientist, ideally. Leaders are where? Too many buttons. Leaders are here, I believe. Yes. Alright, so we need a second or third scientist, I guess. Oh! Opal Plume's a scientist. She's very bad. She has no real skills. We could ask our daughter to go check out this archaeology location. Okay, Opal Plume, you're gonna go do this work then. Huh. Why is she not showing up here? She is a scientist. Let's unpause for a moment and see if she shows up then. No. Maybe royals are unwilling to work. Lazy royals. In that case, we can hire somebody else instead. She really is showing right there as being that character. Can I make her in charge of the science ship instead? She will fly a science ship. Okay. And then the other person can take over this job. I'm sorry, what? So maybe to engage with the creator, you have to be in a science ship. So I want to make a second science ship then. Good stuff. Where is my shipyard? Here we go. And the shipyard push out one more science ship. Good stuff. This is now scanning. Great. We can hire more commanders if we want to. I don't see any particular reason to do so right now. We'll get more as we need more. All right, we've built our first mining station. How glorious is that? And so I believe that most everything is already built here. Construction ship will have go over and build up this. Oh, I love this new Empire smell. Like, we don't know what's out there. So many possibilities. We're just hanging out in the corner for right now. So cool, so cool. Hey, Silly, you've been looking at UI mods to separate planets from star bases. Oh, do planets and star bases all piled together on the outliner? Yeah, I'm sure there'll be more outliner customization as the game goes on, but perhaps not quite yet. All right, new science ship. And new science ship will set out in... Needs a name. Fairy Worry is a very strange name. So the last one we called the Prey Finder. This one we'll call the Nest Finder. Apparently we like the word finder in this playthrough. And we'll send you to there. Waiting for 100 minerals, so we'll be able to build the energy producer here very soon. How many of you are also doing a Stellaris playthrough right now? Always loved learning what games you folks are playing, so please let me know. Stellaris, something else? What are you checking out? What are you enjoying? I'd love to know all about it. The game's paused. Why are we making no money? Because the game is paused. You're in Dwarf Fortress? Nice. City Skylines 2, awesome. So many great games. All games I love so very, very much. The Satisfactory update. Man, I've been talking about playing Satisfactory at some point soon. But I'm excited for the new, what's it called? Paradox Factorial-like game. Be very cool. Be very, very cool. You got Chill on Marvel Snap. Nice. Nice. I don't know much about Marvel Snap at all. Is it a mobile game? I don't quite know much about that. Not sure. Not sure. That's right, Civilian. Desynced is the game name I was looking for. Playing new Stellaris DLC. Feels good to have more mid-game activity. Yeah, unfortunately, people were saying that they just weren't huge fans of this DLC. So far, so good for me. I'll be wondering if there's anything else that we'll discover we don't like. Oh, a little more here. More research soon. Banana Coco, thank you for the follow, friend. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Man, that's a game I was encouraged to play also. Yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of those night games, right? Where you start as a minor wandering peasant and can maybe become king of the world. We'll see. We'll see. I love the games, though. Thank you for letting me know all about them, and I do love the variety of games you find folks are playing. Silly, you're currently making a lot of megastructures. That's my goal also. And my goal is a lot of megastructures in this playthrough. Because again, I've never done that before. So hopefully it happens. I think the last 2 or 3 playthroughs we've done, I've said, I'm going to make megastructures. And I never, ever, ever have. Okay. What kind of people should we be this time? What are our traditions we care about? So what seems appropriate for armored birds? Well, supremacy is already what we might take, because supremacy is what we did to the humans. We took over everything. We destroyed everyone on Earth but the birds, so we could go that. Prosperity gives us what again? More mining station output. Expansion is always a nice early game, because everything's a little bit cheaper to make. Enmity. We hate everyone else. Destroy, destroy. Discovery's also a very strong early game also. Just be able to find cool stuff and get more research going. Let's take Discovery. We are fundamentally curious about the world. And so with that chosen, we immediately get ourselves faster anomaly research speed. Nice. So we have an agenda. If we want to Head of Research, High Talon, Minister of Defense, and Minister of State. Clearly, these names need to be changed over. So, High Talon's name for our Grand Leader. The Head of Research. What do we call a Head of Research character? Got it. All-knowing. Get it? It's like all-knowing, but all-knowing. Ah, good. Good. Next up then, Minister of Defense. Sir Sunplume. It's you. Minister of Defense feels a little not great for birds, so... The Nest Minder, I suppose? That's not a great name. If you have better names for that one, let me know. But the one who looks after the nest. Coming a moment on that. And that's the Minister of State. What do? You look outwards and engage other people. Defender of the Flock, I like very much. It's a good name. Defender of the Flock is better than that earlier one. And one more of these. Cool. Minister of State. Sir Crystalclaw. Anyone on the council gets to be a knight right away. So we don't really believe in states. Oh, got it. What kind of groups do owls stay in? What kind of groups? The High Parliamentarian. Good. Now, I've used high twice. But that's good. I like it. Perfect. Everyone's in good shape now. Infinite Opportunity is finishing out. That'll make everyone a little happier as we look to the stars for the first time. I'm going to increase game speed by 1. I think fast is what I usually play on in this game, at least early game. Sciencing should be happening. Tis.
Construction complete.
All right, everything's been nicely built up here now. So, oh, you know what? I kept my first science ship scanning on the home planet. So I made a slight mistake here of not having this ship scan the nearest place. We're gonna bounce back real quick and do that. Because currently my construction ship has absolutely nothing to do. It's just kind of sitting there. So, yeah, somewhat different to have a science ship doing archaeological work immediately as the game starts. We can't currently interact with the Astral Rift. I want to see how that goes pretty soon.
Situation log updated.
All right, here is our special event chain precursor called the Vultom. I do not recall what the Vultom are and what they give us. Is this a good one for our intended playthrough? Anyone have any strong beliefs? Feel free to spoil it. I'm sure I've seen them before. I can't remember the names. Recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Ceramore 2. They must have been active in the region of space approximately 12 million years ago, judging by the age of the artifacts. From what they have been able to piece together, the scientists theorized these aliens, who called themselves the Vultom Star Assembly, were worm-like annelids, roughly 3 to 4 meters in length, that's disgusting, that communicate with each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. So giant worm people are who we're chasing after this time. Nice. This is nice. Contact report remnants. The administration on Earth received the report of the alien remnants with some apprehension. The remains in question are now widely considered to be a definitive proof of unknown forces once having been active in the galaxy, though some prominent Palatinian thinkers reject this in favor of identifying the traces as freak geological formations or results of curious natural phenomena. Our people aren't sure if there are others out there, if we're just confused and see faces in the rocks, because we want to see them ourselves. Hey Marks, good evening to you, friend. Our recent encounter with alien life forms has reignited and made suddenly more urgent the old debate on how we should approach contacting any potentially intelligent alien civilizations we may meet, while some advocate taking hostile preemptive action against them, others provide caution, pointing out it'd be wise to learn more about the aliens before we risk antagonizing them. So we're not super aggressive. We dislike non-birds, but I'm not going to go to war immediately. We'll be cautious and curious, and that's good enough. The early bird gets the worm people. I was going to make tomorrow's stream title, The Early Bird Gets the Wormhole. I think that would be very good for us. We gaze the sky, and everyone's happier for it. And then we want to speed up surveys, because survey is happening right now. And for the first time in the playthrough, let's look at Earth. At Earth, we have one open building slot and a whole bunch of minerals. So, we are producing everything well right now. We have one open job, but we have plenty of housing, no bonus amenities. So as usual, oh, you know what's weird? The most recent game that we played, like a Paradox game, was the Star Trek Infinite game. I really like Star Trek Infinite, but has thrown off my sense of Stellaris, because in Star Trek Infinite, every single one of these districts gives different kinds of different kinds of bonuses. We're back to them being standard Stellaris. It's gonna take a while for me to remember what Stellaris is and what Star Trek Infinite is not. Also, are any of you still playing Star Trek Infinite? I know they've had some updates and patches. I haven't had a chance to look at any of them yet, though. Alright. Let's go ahead and make 500 money. So expensive. It's also expensive. We gotta keep saving to make anything new, other than the resource silo, which we don't need early. Hey, Sorrentus, have you ever tried Kerbal Space Program? Yes, we have. It went okay. It went okay. There were a lot of people who wanted to say, Resorty, play the game right. Play the game right, Resorty. And that was a little bit annoying. This, though, was probably 4 years ago, so we could go back to it. I know there is a Kerbal Space Program 2. I don't know how well regarded it is, but it might be worth trying as it's a newer version of a game I kind of enjoyed. Initial excavations into the base of the crater revealed a fully formed cylinder of impactite. Impactite. It's a rock from impact lodged deep into the earth. This vein must have originated from meteoric impact of extremely high velocity. Initial calculations, beep boop beep boop, demonstrate the object must have arrived at nearly the speed of light. There are currently only 370 people playing Star Trek Infinite. So I thought Star Trek Infinite had a pretty good launch, right? It got up to like 15,000 people playing it at once, which is better than Lamplighters League. There are only 370 people playing it now. That's so sad. Can you imagine what that is? To spend months and years of your life to create a game, and then after a month or so, people are only 370 people in the entire world are playing it? Oh, that's sad. Our initial calculations demonstrate the object must have arrived at nearly the speed of light. We keep on digging and find what we find down below. But then, the Low Talon, the heir to our throne, has decided to level up. She's not on the council quite yet. Unfortunately, all of her bonuses are from the council. She will be on the council eventually, as she will be our queen. So, what do I care about most of all in our leader? Probably helping other people to improve. So we'll take that for now. Good. Also, the Owl Knowing, the leader of our research, leveled up. And unfortunately, we have nothing here that bonuses research at all. What a shame that is. More consumer goods made. Scientist scans faster. We'll use that for now, as she is currently scanning in the world. And then we have our first choice of discovery. So either we survey even faster, or more scientists, more good. For right now, we scan faster. We did finish scanning here, so on to this one next. And having scanned that, we can ask our construction ship to head on over and take this over for us. Just like that, we're expanding nicely. I keep wanting to take a sip of my water, and I keep noticing that I have no water. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Ceramore system. For now, we've codenamed them the Alpha Menace, until we find out more about them. We've made first contact already. Where are they? Huh. Don't quite see them yet. We can sign an envoy over to meet these fine folks. So Kiri Nama will go see who is literally our neighbor. If we want to, we can go scan for habitable worlds so we can expand some. We'll do that. Let's learn about the other folks around us. Earth's in uproar following the news of unidentified ships sighted in the void. Intentions unknown. It's prudent to assume the worst. Man, if we have immediate neighbors, that's going to be a little rough. Little bit rough. We should probably go ahead and build out additional military ships, just in case things get a little rocky. More surveyed. Yeah, I wish I were seeing this ship that was apparently coming to invade us all, but don't see anybody quite yet. So I need to have Rift Sphere technology to scan the site here. The Astral Rift rather here. Gotta find more Voltaums. Gotta find more planets. We also have met the Beta Menace. Alright, hello to Beta Menace. The Alpha we've seen previously. And the Beta are over here. They all appear to be the similar creatures, I believe. Oh, these are actually scanning, actually. So we may have an actual empire of a nearby neighbor, which is so different from last playthrough and the one before. Yeah, the one before we found almost no one for quite a long time. But second envoy will go meet these people also. Alpha and Beta both, hopefully. Alright, starbase made here. Awesome. So we'll build up this as well. I hope we're not near someone's going to come destroy us. We'll see. I always worry a little bit about, early game who's coming to crash into our territory. I want to expand this direction next, because in this direction we'll get the minerals we need for building up our home planet. Also, not seeing anywhere absolutely habitable right now. A size 19 world there. Size 14 world there. I'd love to find a nicer one, but the 19 might be good enough. We'll see soon. Alright, Sir Hoots, the leader of the Empire, has leveled up once more. Hoots is our commander, so probably flying around the fleet in the future. Because of that, well, I'm going to help him get more experience and give experience to other people too. I'll need to give him some military abilities as well, eventually. Defender of the Flock, our lead commander, currently has ability in More Unity, More Good. Ship fire rate goes up, or armor repair. Yeah, self-repairing ships, super cool. And lastly, the leader of the, of the Parliament levels up. Currently has an ability in More Food, More Good. Also, population grows faster. Love that. Greater stability or faster blocker clear. Yeah, clearly fertility preacher. Get out there and lay some eggs. Every single day. Every single day. Yeah. This is a blind stream or a Tell Resort is playing the game wrong stream. I mean, with Stellaris, I'm okay with a certain amount of Tell Resorties playing the game wrong. Because I know the game well enough that I can talk about my mistakes. The problem is when I play brand new games, I then struggle a whole bunch with explaining why I'm deciding what I'm explaining, and then it feels like, fine, I'm wrong, you're right, what do you want from me? So, in Stellaris, feel free to offer some feedback, but if it's just one person in chat saying, Resorty, you're bad, Resorty, you're very bad, Resorty, stop being bad, I have a little trouble with that, of course. But yeah, Stellaris is one I know decently enough to have something to say, other than just, I'm sorry, why don't you stream the game instead? Meh, meh. Alright, cool. We can now go more research station output eventually. For now, though, more scientists, more good. Would already stop being good? Oh, that's very kind, very kind. That's your favorite self-esteem boosting tactic? If I tell the streamer they're bad, that must mean that I'm good. Genius! Also, we have met someone new inside of my home. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're meeting so many new folks. Some which are immediately hostile. Alright, can we see the hostile buddies? Alright, so these are just our friends the space whales, the space squids. They won't come destroy us as long as we leave them alone for right now. All of my envoys are currently busy, so I can't talk to them at all. But we're not going to expand that direction at all for the next little bit. That's okay. Yeah, it seems this part of space is incredibly crowded, which I tend not to like early game. Alright, more archaeology upon our home planet. At the termination point of the impactite vein, we've discovered an expansive cave system. Pools of underground water support thin lines of pale vegetation along the cavern walls. At the bottom of one of these pools lies the remnants of an anomalous spherical object. It's not a natural formation. It appears to be the source of this impact site. Get me the object! Bring it to me! Hey Romlin, good seeing you. This is Stellaris, yes, and you can play as various human races. There are so many possible races to play at and to create on your own if you want to. And yeah, many of them are tremendously innovative and fun. And gosh, I love them. Sorrentus, thank you for the 300 bits. With a little song here. We're whalers on the moon, we carry a harpoon. There ain't no whales, we tell tales and sing our whaling tune. Thank you for the lovely song, I enjoyed that quite a bit. Alright, we've discovered a spacefaring civilization. It's quickly become apparent the so-called Alpha Menace are in fact part of a major spacefaring civilization. Our probes in the Wymos system, Wymos, have detected starships flitting between a number of space stations across the system. There's a larger military station near the system's stars that seems to act much like the outpost built in the systems that we claim. We've been able to intercept considerable volumes of communication traffic, but so far translation has been elusive. Worrying. We'll find out what they are and who they are eventually. But crowded. Getting the mining made, awesome. We've finished scanning here. Hey, free trade. That's right, free trade. And also free alloys early. Cool. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure this area is going to dead end that way. This definitely dead ends. And this might also. I guess I'm going to scan this way, though, in hopes to get to this area to build a bulwark there. Construction ship, come on down. What do we see in this place? So there's no one actually built here. We just met someone as they're passing through, it seems. Hello to you, Varus. My appearance reminds you of a Cold War-era Swedish politician. I've never had that comment before, but I love it. Yes, my name is Olaf Zorti. Sign me up for being the leader of the UN. Varus, it's good seeing you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Our detailed survey of Elamir 1 revealed it may have once supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water in the polar ice caps and beneath the planet's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests the water may once have flowed freely. Terraforming the planet would theoretically be possible, but we do not yet possess the technology to accomplish the monumental task in a realistic time frame. So, possible terraforming in Elamir eventually. We've been unable to discover much about the mysterious vessel in the Mythir system. The most convincing current hypothesis, based on its behavior and patterns of the still undecipherable signals we have, is that it belongs to a previously unknown spacefaring civilization. We're redoubling efforts to translate their language. Communication may soon be established. Getting closer and closer to meeting somebody. We're up to 6 ships right now, that we could upgrade some. I want to go ahead and build a few more into the fleet also. Go up to 10 for now. Upgrade the fleet. And hopefully build up the fleet also.
Our ships have been upgraded.
Alright, upgrade done. And then, where's reinforce? There it is. Cool. Right away. Cannot build a starbase here. Oh, someone spent all the alloys on upgrading ships. And so we have to have... Hello, what? Is someone else already building here? What in the what? So I can't build it right now, unfortunately. Too bad, too bad. I'll go this way instead. It's a busy, busy neighborhood indeed. Indeed, indeed. It's going to be very awkward. So we might want to shift in this direction instead to expand that way. Alright, sciencey ship. I kind of want to ignore this. Oh, this is not fully scanned, is it? So I actually can't claim it yet. Oh, that's unfortunate. Also, we need jobs on our home planet again. We have enough minerals to build something new. What did I want to build? I mean, usually research labs early are super cool. Amenities are going up by a little bit. We have no jobs at all, though. So we'll do the research labs, I think. Or we just build a city district. How much is research? 400. Okay. Next 500, we're going to go for something with amenities. Yeah, South's important also. Good eye. They're going this way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, they're going to take everything. This is the worst start ever. This is genuinely the worst start ever. It's fine. Don't you worry, team. Yeah, I think that's crazy. Using my first science ship to scan the archaeology side on my home planet site really slowed down our normal expansion. That was a big mistake. I mean, I understand why I did it, but I wasn't thinking out terribly well. Okay. More leaders gain experience more quickly. Maybe just restart the playthrough. We'll see how it goes. If it goes terribly, we might stomp our feet and go home. But for right now, I'm enjoying seeing who is doing what. I'm not sure if I saw that correctly. I think the research complete screen may have come up gradually. I don't know how to explain this exactly, but it didn't just pop in all at once, but it somewhat translucent and then became transparent and then became opaque. If that change actually happened, I like it so much. Yeah, next time we finish the research, let's see if it actually happened that way. Engineering, go. Be true to the journey, races make mistakes. I like it. We'll struggle past the issues here. As long as it's not Fnatic Purifiers coming to destroy us. If that happens, we'll have to go heavily defensive very quickly. Oh, they're going to snipe it again. Okay, we've been beaten to this location also. This is bad. We're being jammed into our little territory very quickly. So I've lost that, definitely. Construction ship, go here. Our attempts to learn more about the Alpha Menace have so far been in vain. We're able to easily ascertain they're clearly form part of a technologically advanced alien civilization. Further facts have proven elusive, as they seem to be going to considerable effort to prevent us and any other eavesdroppers from intercepting any signals from them. We've therefore only managed to intercept small fragments of their language so far. However, from the glimpses we've gleaned, the linguists are confident they're able to decipher their communications. We can acquire a greater sample size. The proposal has been drawn up for somewhat more aggressive information gathering. Some may call it hawking. Nope, hacking. Hawking is birds, hacking is computers. But they'll surely not take kindly to it if they detect it. Alright, we're not going to try to hack this early, because I'm afraid of who that might be. We see them now. They are hostile to us. This might go very poorly. Oh, I should definitely call a character Stephen Hawking eventually. That'd be very good for the bird playthrough. Hostility in the alpha folks. These are the beta folks coming this direction, but yeah, this is pretty bad. Archaeology fun. We recovered a sphere from the underground lake. While covered in vegetative growth, much of it remains fully intact. Its construction is a strange mix of highly sophisticated design and crude assembly. Perfectly smooth metallic plates cover the frontal portion of the ship, which must have reduced friction significantly upon atmospheric entry. The trajectory of its resting site aligns with the vein of impact height, confirming the sphere is a source of metamorphic rock that led us here. Even more incredibly, there are signs that this crashed vessel had passengers. Wow. More scanning, more good. Okay, I clearly need another science ship. I should have done this a very long time ago, but I need to scan this way before anyone else does so. Oh, what a disaster the start is. It's going to be fine. It's just a little bit of a disaster for sure. Got a new science ship. The Blushing Songbird's an adorable name, but the, I don't know, harried Hurrier, it must go immediately and find new things. We're going to hire a new scientist. I was wondering, who's an archaeologist. That's very, very useful going forward. That's that it costs all of my Unity points. So you instead, new science ship, you rush here immediately, thank you. And that leader begins with an open selection. Everyone's getting named Opal Plume. She gets more Unity if she's looking after planets. Energy Mogul. On planets she leads, they get more energy production. Or just on everything. Do all planets get additional technology points because of her abilities? Yeah, nothing here about scanning abilities. But sure, more energy, more good. I know there's a change to how the leaders worked. We'll see. Hey, Bobby Dodge. We'll go back to Retropolis at some point. These 4X games blow your mind. Bobby Dodge, I do intend to go back to Retropolis at some point. I just need to be playing a Paradox game for the next week or so. Because I'm going to be running an ad on Reddit. And the ad is primarily for the 4X games. Now, if you want to hang out and enjoy the 4X games, that's cool. But I will play Retropolis again probably in a few weeks. I really enjoyed it. I just had a terrible disaster at the end of the playthrough where everything burned down, so we'll have to start fresh, and that's okay. Our lead of research, Barrel Wing, the Owl Knowing, can scan even faster, and that is what we clearly need. Also,
We have mastered a new technology.
huh, I thought we saw a construction ship jump forward to grab this. They seem like maybe they've not done so. Anyway, society research goes faster now. Awesome. So what do we want? I believe we want faster population growth. Give us more people, more workers. Then as usual, faster surveying speed, because I just need territory. You cannot grab this from me. I started scanning it first. It's mine, mine, mine. Mine, mine, mine. All mine. Are we done with scanning at Seoul? No, for whatever reason, our heir stopped doing her job here. I didn't mean to move her away, but she's no longer doing archaeology work. Weird. I must have misclicked. Get back to it, you. Okay, we've met the Beta Menace. They're eager to establish communication. They send a large audio-visual transmission that appears to offer the key to translating language. We'll soon be able to speak with them. We have to trust their offered translations are not misleading. We'll try our best. They're receptive. The crab monsters want to meet us with their mouth of absolute horrors. Look at you. Look at you. At least they want to meet us. They're trying to draw us close so they can eat our birdly selves. I'm sure of it. Monstrous, monstrous, monstrous. The science ship I sent away was actually scanning here. Resorty, you fool. You fool. Okay. I have 2 ships here. I'd have one of them come back this way. Oh gosh, so much going on. So on Earth, archaeology, almost done. You're both scanning the same place. You go there. Thank you.
Anomaly found.
Hey, our first anomaly of the playthrough. Sign of activity by the ancient precursors. It's very hard. We'll ignore it for right now so we can keep scanning more quickly to hopefully take this territory. Is scanning ship coming down?
System survey complete.
Survey's complete there. Go ahead and move forward to here. And level up on our air. Have her continue learning Eye for Talent. She's not getting any benefits to her actual abilities right now. I thought I told you to go scan here. Oh. I'm sending the same people over and over to the same places, unfortunately. You scan there. So Sir Ballwing may not go back to archaeology again. Archaeology, not you. Yes, you. If I actually lose territory and do bad clicking, I'll be kind of bummed. So we'll see how this goes. Also, a first contact event happened. I just closed it, unfortunately. First contact. The Zetas. We've met even more folks. Good, 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 good. Everything's under control now. We have so much available spending. So with research made, amenities are low, build new city district, get another amenity, and then also to gain additional building slots. Strategic resource discovered. We've learned about volatile motes out here. Eventually we'll know all about explosions. Better power, TNT, it's dynamite. Also, a potentially habitable world of size 14. That's fine. I'll be glad to expand there very quickly. It's not the best, but it's good enough.
System survey complete.
Awesome. Take this over immediately. And scan down here. Has this been taken? It has definitely been taken. Okay, so you scan here, hopefully. At least we got a little bit over here. But yeah, we're gonna have an enemy or a friend or I don't know what abutting us all along there. Gonna be awkward. Isn't it an awkward kind of bird? That's right, awkward. Oh, they already built there also. This is my worst ever start. Alright, so I'm gonna have to militarize my home. Because everything feeds into it. This is not good. This is not good. This is in fact bad. And I think we established that this had been taken also. So the only way to go right now is over here. Okay. Should we reboot the run? Nah, I'll play it out. I'll play it out and see how it goes. At least we got that. Cool. Colonization could start immediately. It's not essential, but it could. We'll see. It's gonna be a wide border. Yeah, definitely not how we normally play.
And it all came down to I just made a bad choice and immediately going for the archaeology site. I was so excited to see it, but how it goes. Alright, archaeological site has finally been finished. So what happened? We've recovered a cache of documents from within the ancient sphere, each written in an archaic version of our own language. Several of these mention names associated with our most sacred legends. An intricate network of ladders snake upward from the impact site to a massive tunnel system. Based on the varying age of these rope fibers, the caverns must have been occupied for several generations as the crash survivors worked their way toward the surface. However, nothing we discovered thus far could prepare us for the final revelation. One upper chamber contained a burial site. DNA analysis conducted on the remains within revealed a shocking truth. These people are our ancestors. So folks like us have been in the stars before. Where exactly they came from or why the place was forgotten is yet unknown. The salvage documents are in poorly preserved state. We've recovered a data log from the sphere. It clearly shows the vessel arrived in our star system by means of the astral rift near Earth. With some study, we should be able to replicate and even improve upon the technology required to construct a vessel with dimension-spanning capabilities. We have found our birthplace! What system we started in? We started in Sol, actually. We started in Sol, and imagine this playthrough, we took over the Earth from folks like us, namely the humans. Right, scanning done. Might be time to make a second construction ship to grab stuff more quickly. As we're scanning kind of aggressively now. Rifts can get really weird. Am I allowed to scan them already? We lack technology still. Eventually. Alright, soon enough we'll learn about some of the neighbors and see if they actually like us or we need to fear them. I was planning to take over neighbors and get subjects if we're a feudal person. Or feudal people, but I may need to cower and make an alliance for a while at least. Let's push out a new construction ship for sure. And then I'm gonna go for a colony ship also. Take over the territory next area rather. All right, we have 250 astral points, and so we're gonna engage in some physics insight. Get 10% physics research. We can stare into the void. Gotta name the new construction ship when it shows up. There it is. So, the nest builder was our first one. What else do birds create? The owl dozer. It's the bulldozer of the owl's own. Absolute perfection, that. Hey, a veiled tunnel. Something waits in the Beta Ursae Majora system. Where is that? We don't know where that is yet. A veiled passage cut from the fabric of space-time, its horizon rippling with psionic energy. Sensor data is erratic, and the crew of our science vessel reports strange disturbances, wildly visceral dreams, a persistent sense of being watched, fitful hallucinations. So this is the Event Horizon movie, of course. Despite the frustrating lack of useful telemetry, it seems clear we've stumbled on a tunnel through uncharted reaches. Dangerous path. Rewards may be great. On the tunnel's far side, like the distant corner of the galaxies. What mysteries can there be? A shroud tunnel. And the Alpha Menace already live here. Holy cow, that's a tremendous amount of strength. The Alpha Menace are probably not an Empire, but somebody else instead. My goodness. Engineering is faster than ever before. More mining, more good. And then, we either have cheaper researchers or more research station output. We'll get them both in turn. Our discovering is going well, though. Okay, construction's done there. Go ahead and grab this one here. So this place at least feels like a good choke point. So we have one good choke point in one direction. That's, you know, okay. We'll call it okay. I might put my ships on auto-scanning pretty soon. I just need them to scan this direction, not this direction. It's a natural wormhole! We detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Beta Ursae Majoris system. A rift in the very space-time fabric is formed here, creating a wormhole that scientists speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole somewhere else. Could let ships come from place to place. Unfortunately, it's unstable. We'll have to stabilize it eventually. Also, we discovered the Zro. If we want to go crazy psychic, that's the place to go. Go to the Zro. I see what our envoys are doing. These are not advancing at all right now. They're all stuck on 80 days. The envoys are assigned, correct? One is Alpha Menace, one is Beta Menace. So Alpha Menace, days into roll 80 days. Ah, we met them, and I just sit here and stare at it. The Cobarian sovereignty are our first friends. They're hegemonic imperialists. They like materialism, they like xenophobia. We're kind of the same. We're the Cobarian sovereignty, minions of the overlord Golly 1. Well, Golly G. Our aim is to improve ourselves through technology. Whether you agree or no, do not challenge us, aliens. Alright. We've met our first actual factual people out there.
Anomaly found.
That's unfortunate. Luckily, they can only get us through this one spot here. So, shields up right there soon enough. We also discovered a powerful contra energy in an orb. Let's check out that orb. Cool. So we can now move one of our envoys somewhere else. Also, we have a political situation going. Also, the Cobarian sovereignty hates us already. Yeah, we're gonna hate each other back and forth forever. I think the beta folks have been also understood. They're known as the Skrek Astral Fellowship. Hello, lizard people! They're spiritual seekers. They are xenophilic and pacifist and spiritualist. You hacked into us and now you call us friend? Bah! The Skrek Astral Fellowship remained vigilant! We're being neutral to them also. How much did they have? Show me the Skrek. Ah! So, at least they're pacifists. If I want to go in any direction, that will probably be the direction. We could try to grab this spot here, but it is not directly connected. We'll see. Alright, we have some vanguards of superiority. We have the Glory Initiative and the Alliance of Sacrosanct Truths. So we have a whole bundle of factions to deal with. We'll do that in just a moment. Okay. Interesting. So I know I want to upgrade this starbase. It needs to be a defensive location. We'll also need to upgrade our home. And then past that, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Friends, it's been another hour since last ad break. We'll have a 3-minute ad in about 30 seconds from now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're having a very good day. It is being a fun Stellaris start. So it may end in tears, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, a bit more at the bottom here, then back to the top. Herb that attracts butterflies, I have no idea. Figures often seen nodding. Bobblehead dolls are often nodding. No idea if that's right, we'll see. The Rangers organization, they play in the Major League Baseball. Wait, there's also Rangers in the National Hockey League. What's the down here? Not so great. Not so great. So we need a B or an L. less? Not sure. Athlete who co-founded a restaurant called Tracks and Records. Tracks and Records. So a runner maybe? Like that Kersey lady? Or Michael Johnson? Or Usain Bolt? Or I have no idea. Rarity on a top 40 radio. Probably oldies. Because they only play the new exciting stuff. Device known as a slipstick. No clue. Has a hunch. Thinks, believes, hopes, that kind of thing. Selling well. Possibly hot. That item is hot. Home run in slang. Be a boomer, a banger, a homer, who knows? Many Aesop characters. Well, they're animals. They're made up. Characters could be like Greek letters. I have no idea. To the Downs! Favorable Fortnite find briefly. Well, there's like the dancing thing. There's the dancing thing in Fortnite. I don't know. Is it loot? Do you find loot boxes possibly? I was pretty sure that Ode to Duty was correct. Nice job. You, oh boy, no idea. Odd road to travel solo. There's the high occupancy lane, so lane seems good. What's it also called? Carpool lane? I think carpool lane is right, so I think this all might be incorrect. Okay, one feels very good now, which means that Eon or Nylon are both probably right also. Vein contents, blood or ore, inelegantly find room for, to cram in possibly, or jam in, something in feels definitely right. Luminous, luminous. Shemar or Shemar of SWAT, no idea. Switched places. So switches are small branches on trees, like twigs. They're used for whipping people at times. Dish made with basmati. So basmati rice. Often flavored with saffron. Maybe a curry with basmati. I'll put it in, but I think it might be wrong. A screen figure. On the screen you see Resorty. You also see actors and actresses. A screen could be like on a window. You have a screen to keep the bugs out. Ordnance banned by the Ottawa Treaty. Landmines? Landmines would fit. I have no idea though. Makes an impression on. So that can mean to be noticed. It could also mean to etch something or press something possibly. The Lusitania for one. It was a ship. The ship in World War I. It was made of iron, I think. I'm not sure. Musician Amos. Is there a Tori Amos? I think there is. Ready to bed, maybe. Ready to bed. So when dogs want to go to bed, they walk in a circle? I don't know. Where the... Oh, okay. Thank you for the gimme. Where the Sidewalk Blanks, a Shel Silverstein poetry collection that includes Hug a War. I read this in elementary school. Where the Sidewalk Ends. Nice. Nice. All right. Progress. I can almost guarantee we're not finished this puzzle today because it's already 11:30 and today's a teaching day, which means I could probably have to leave in about 1 hour's time. So we're just getting started today, but that's okay. That's okay. Allow myself to go fill up my water glass. I'm back in about 30 seconds, maybe a minute or so, with some water to help me have a little continuing talking time. So thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Thanks for all those follows and subscriptions. It's cool hanging out with you today. I look forward to doing it for another hour or so. So be right back. Hello, hello. While I was gone, I checked the old email, and human resources at my job is putting on a free yoga session. My wife loves yoga so very much. I, on the other hand, am a very awkward and clumsy and inflexible thing. I'm considering saying to my wife, sweetie, why don't we go to the yoga together? I think that'll make her very happy, but I don't really want to, but we'll see. Anyway, we have some leveled up characters, one of whom leads to cheaper building upkeep, faster building speed. This character does look after our home planet, so I'm going to take that for sure. We have a lot of building going there very soon. The head commander leveled up also. Engineering is self-repair, love that. And lastly, the High Talon, he who is the leader of us all. So, faster agenda, more defense. We're going with defense because I'm definitely terrified of the enemy right now. If I go to yoga often enough with my wife, I'll become less clumsy and awkward. Yeah, she goes once a week on Sunday mornings. I tend to go to the gym when she goes to yoga, but it might be good for me to work in some yoga each week. I've been going to the gym 5 or 6 days every week for the past month and a half, 2 months. It's been really, really good for me, but also I do feel achy most days now. I've been told that one of these days going to the gym will not hurt me anymore. I'm not sure I believe that's true, but I want to be true at least. Alright. More first contact. This is the Cobarian Sovereignty. We already met them. That's these people here. Also, yeah, these should have popped up earlier. These only popped up after I went in and clicked on them. Strange stuff. Okay, so these people already rivaled me. I'm going to rival them right back. I'd also like to spy on them. I recognize, though, if I do that, I can't do more first contacts. And I gotta meet these other 2 people straight away if possible. Just to understand who's in the world around us. Cool. We have a lot of everything. Also, these political organizations we need to look through. We'll do that in a moment. You are currently upgrading very slowly. And the border's been closed with the Scree Astral Fellowship. So both of these dislike me at least a little bit. If I had a better envoy selection, a little more envoy, I'd send them there right away to try to make nice with them. So I need at least one of our neighbors to be cool with us. We'll see. Alright, what do these people want? So the Alliance of Sacrosanct Truth does not want us to have any robots. They like the Empire, but they want the Emperor to be a member of their faction. They like that we're generally all our people, all spiritualistic, etc. The Glory Initiative wants us to go fight. The Peltonian Superior Vanguard wants the same also. So these 2 we can make happy together. We both go kind of aggressive and just build up the Navy some more. So, we'll see in a moment on that. Back home again. We have no amenities again, so I'll go ahead and make an amenities producer for right now. Luxury residence seems like a good way to go, give them both housing and amenities too. Are we building everywhere we can build right now? Well, I know I need to set up defense at my capital also, because it might be attacked pretty soon. So, to the defense platforms. Get those going. We got to push our alloy level up quite a bit. We're producing fairly slowly. There was a free alloy location here that I did not get, unfortunately. But we found an unusual energy reading on Nekar 9A. It's confirmed to be a small blue orb, possibly a marble. The scientists report that sensors picked up tachyons of reverse polarity. Symbols are carved into the ground around the object, perhaps placed there by an older civilization. It's unclear whether they meant as intrusion or warning or what. The full inscription is far from translated, but individual symbols seem related to the measuring of time and relative positions of celestial objects in the Nekar system. We can study it or abandon it. We study it. We always study things.
Construction complete.
Expansion, good, good. And colony ship is now moving to our new planet here. Time flows like a river. While working on the site of Necker 9A, Sarah Barrelwing brushed against the blue orb. He later described a vision of time stretching like a river into the infinite future and the infinite past. All time exists simultaneously. In front of him, blue energy arced out of the time stream and absorbed by his body. Although the incident was accurately measured by the other scientists spanned less than a second, he experienced it for more than an hour. After the vision was over, Barrelwing was certain that time would no longer affect him. With an infinite lifetime ahead, he wanted to use endless time to explore the universe on his own. We can send him away to enjoy the stars, or we order him to stay with us. He then lives immortally. Sorry, immortal guy, I know you want to go elsewhere, but he lives forever. We then find sublight exploration probes. Before we developed faster than light travel, several sublight exploration probes were dispatched from Earth at near relativistic speeds towards nearby systems. The scientists who developed the probes naively included sensitive information about our culture in their memory cores as a form of greeting to alien civilizations. Like, hello, here's how we do math. We are this tall. It's now been realized the data could potentially be used against us. We must track down the probes before they're found by someone, something, unsympathetic to our species. No, we gotta find our stuff. We'll do it soon. Baldwin asks, can you spoil a little? Yeah, sure, what's up? Give me your spoilers. Colony ship is made. Time to colonize our second planet. Currently called Strope 3. Want to name it something involving owls or birds. The immortal guy might have come back with lots of science research. Wrong choice made. That's okay. I don't want to lose him forever. He must serve the state. Okay. We could do like Owl House in the middle of the street. Sure, that works. We've picked up readings of unknown nature. It must be sapient origin. Are they selling something? Are you wanting to make me donate to your cause? What are you doing? Tell me your stories.
Construction complete.
Okay, so I want to wait till this bit's made, and then we can expand in both directions. A sensor from the HMSW Nest Builder, that's right here, has revealed one of our sublight probes in the Ilfor system. It seems to have been altered somehow. Modification of alien origin had been attached to its hull. The probe's energy signature is far greater than it should be. We're receiving a transmission. What?
Spaceborne monstrosity.
Are you the makers? Sure, we made you. If we do that, it becomes hostile. If we say no, it's hostile. Well, the probe's gonna be hostile either way. With makers, we shall die. My construction ship is trying to flee from battle. How strong is our first probe? I've never seen this event before. It's very, very weak at 59. But I gotta destroy that thing clearly, so let's go jump the fleets. There. This may be a new event in this DLC. Perhaps. Construction ship did get out, thank goodness. We'll have to wait for the fleet to get here to clear the path for us. Well, then we have to wait. Weapons target range. Asteroid ZL1858 is pockmarked with craters from weapon blasts and appears to have been used as a target range by someone 2 millennia ago. Residual energy readings suggest they tested exotic material and weaponry, including subspace bombs. Let's study this kind of thing and see what we get. It is an old event, Marks. In that case, I'm so surprised I haven't seen it. I really thought I'd seen all the events by now, but clearly no. Sarah Moore has become a proper station now. And so, we'll give it the longer weapon range. And then a gun battery. That's not going to be holding onto ships. Our colony ship has gently touched down on the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents to be found on the Owl House. The temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship is then permanently converted to administrative headquarters of the new settlement. Its reactor core is being removed. It is our power source. Hundreds of tents go out. We start our own hydraulic culture. What a great day for the word of bird. Also, faster growth speed. We've mapped the genome. That said, it is time to help us grow even faster, I hope. Alright, fleet's almost there. Come on, fleet, you can do it.
System survey complete.
Okay, if I hit you on auto scan, will you be able to find places to go that are useful to me? I hope so. We discovered another missing sublight probe in the Mescaben system. Should scan that one as fast as possible. Alright, here's our first actual battle. We are destroying ourselves. Little remains of strange alien modifications our missing sublight probe subjected to. Words are hard. We did manage to collect some valuable engineering data from the wreckage. Its memory bank was also salvaged, and from it we've extracted survey data of the entire IL-4 system. Fascinating. We got one probe, we got more data. Good stuff, good stuff. We've learned all about IL-4 at once. I think we already scanned it, but whatever. Alright, go home again, please. This one? Yes. Look forward to grabbing the astral thread here. Maybe we can scan the astral scar eventually also. Alright. We have a whole bundle of minerals and such to build. We have plenty of amenities. Crime is going up a little bit, so I will build our first police station for now. We can trade off of that later, I suspect. Oh, I don't have edicts going. This always happens on my first day of the playthrough. I forget that edicts are a thing until way too late. So, we have 25 edicts points we can spend. Obviously, faster mapping is what we do every time. We have 14 points left, so we can do Veneration of the Saints. Priests give more output, which is Unity, I believe. Or Fortify the Border. Star bases go up. I'm terrified of the neighbors, so star bases it is. Now, I don't know why I always forget edicts, but I always forget edicts. Every single time.
Anomaly found.
A new anomaly. It's hard, won't take that long. Let's see how it goes. Construction ship back again. I want to grab this one. I'm going to go wait here until after they've built here. Make it cheaper to connect the two.
Construction complete.
That's so much generous, valuable items there. This trade may be a little bit too far away for us to grab from our current buildings. So build a collector over here for sure. I guess we can build a big old starbase here as well. But these people have been less hostile towards us, so I want to continue building at this spot for right now. I didn't even look at this planet to see if it has any special bonuses or anything. Nothing so far. There's a whole bunch of space for industry though, so we'll probably create as an alloy planet, at least initially, because I do need the alloy.
We have mastered a new technology.
Okay, surveying goes faster now. Better science, better good. And so. Astral Rift exploration. Our science ship can check out the Astral Rifts. I do want to do that, but not quite yet. For now, let's start getting better military upgrades. Often I don't do any military research until quite late, and that always causes major problems. So we'll see how it goes this time. Other than the tremendous number of enemies here, I feel fairly good about the start right now. We don't have enough spies to go check out the power of these people. But 1,000 strength, they're already coming to the border. Oh boy, howdy. So our fleet's only 612. There's 1,000. Are they gonna attack me already? Oh, that'd be pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. I don't think I can afford any more ships right now. Yeah, I'm 7 short. Also, though, we can do better surveying. Now, I need something to help me defend against the neighbors. What? I can also open a new slot. I'd love to open a new slot, but become more militaristic, I think, is the way to go.
System survey complete.
Trade is not being collected. We'll have to build to this in a little bit. Good call. I do have a bunch of energy credits. We could spend those down to get some more alloy. Quite brilliant, that. Faster shipbuilding, good. Yeah, let me go ahead and spend some money for marketing purposes. I don't want to buy too much. That's the wrong thing. I'm buying the wrong thing, Resorty, you idiot. Well, just to make the game a little harder, I've spent 3,000 money for really no good reason. Good. This is the part where we Alt F for the game. I think it might be that part of the game. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, sonified science. The HMSW Nestfinder crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Chiblar system. It's a song. The universe is singing to us. Curiouser and curiouser, but nice enough anyway. I cannot believe I did that. That is a little bit distressing, to be honest. We no longer deserve to win this thing. Like, really and seriously, honestly, we do not deserve to win any of this. Hey, we found an observatory. An ancient Vulatom observatory has been found on the surface of Meskeban 3A. The Meskeban system is fairly distant from the region of space where Vulatom originated, and this facility appears to have been primarily used for observation of their own stars. How voyeuristic that. The celebrities just trying to live their lives. It's a paparazzi facility. We've gone over the observatory's surviving data, but there are no clues as to exactly what the Voltom are searching for in their observations.
Situation log updated.
Something. Okay. More building on Earth. With open jobs, I'm going to hold off for a moment. We're getting beyond the possible reach of our home planet. So let's find more things to colonize out here soon. Speaking of things to colonize, we have the Owl House. We could throw a leader here if we want to. Though, how expensive is it to hire an official in particular? It would cost 2 per month unity. It would potentially give us more food. Is there anything here that gives us additional alloy especially? Lowered crime is cool. Food, weapons, ships. Nothing we need right now. So I'm going to stay just as is. Go and build up house. Plant number 2 online. Cool.
System survey complete.
Everyone's building out. Very nice. They're still at the border here. All the first wave cannot be trusted. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy additional allies again. I may end up selling some food also. I will do that. We'll use that to build some more defense platforms. Which, I mean, one of them. get more minerals. Great. Okay, so in thinking about making a trade grabbing network, because there are so many right here, it could be worth making a spot here, in part because this is also a bit of a choke points. The choke points I tend to want to militarize. Okay, we knew it was coming, and here it is. We're already being attacked by the neighbors. The Kobarian sovereignty comes for us. They want Saramor, which is our one territory right here. So the fleet moves forward immediately. Are we strong enough to hold the ground? I've got some doubts.
Construction complete.
Now I do wonder how. Oh man, they're 1,500. We're 1,900 on the defense already. I'm really glad I built that where I built that then. They can't come in any other way. I think we'll be fine. I think. We'll see. Can I claim their homeworld? Possibly. They possibly push on in.
System survey complete.
I don't have that strong of a military, though. During survey, we found some rare crystals out here. Nice. More things to learn about soon. Also, man, 15 minerals there. Crazy. Anomalies, survey, anomaly. Okay, I'm going to bring up the military page and see if I can push into them. We developed many new weapons of war. Need field testing. Thank you for this opportunity. So I can claim to their home. We'll see. At this point in the game, maybe we should just white peace out. I mean, probably right. The only reason I like the strength of the starbase, it makes me feel a little bit more confident in my ability to hold this position. Now, should it be? I don't know. I don't know if it should be. I need my confidence, though. We finished the discovery tree, which gives us our first ascension perk, and also gives us faster research speed. Cool. So, I don't really want to go war. That wasn't exactly the point of this playthrough. Faster research is what I very much want to go to try to get us to the what's it called? Try to get us to the megastructures as fast as possible. So I'm going to ignore that we're in a war and go for better research and see how that works out. Alright, so their military power on theirs is 1-4. So we're very, very similar in strength there. Yeah, again, white piecing out may be the way to go. The Grey Goo. Self-replicating micro machines tried to build God there. They all failed. They all stopped. We learned about assembly patterns, how to build a bit faster. Right. We can now build a bit faster on our planets. The economy is still looking strong. We'll see how long that continues. There's still a spot to research back this way in Serpus. It'll take forever to do, but might be worth doing at some point.
Construction complete.
I'm feeling much more confident now that we have some territory. See how it goes, though. So let them push the fleet level all the way up. Take a few more builds to get there. Because each ship, I think, is what? 200 maybe? 180? Marine Karin. Floral fascination. Several plants native to the Owl House, where we recently established the colony, exude copious amounts of a pollen with an astounding chemical complexity. A special research project has been prepared for further study of the flora. Curiouser and curiouser.
Situation log updated.
So, is that a special effect here? Special kind of building? Alright, nothing quite yet is popping up. But, if we send a science ship there we'll learn about the fauna, the flora and fauna. This is about to finish. When it does, I'll send him over here to scan that at once. 96, 97. I won't count the whole way, I promise. It's done for now. So Chiblar, go to here. Good. Event chain, the precursors. We found a small Vultum satellite in orbit of Chiblar 5. It had been set up to continuously repeat a message until power source drained millions of years ago. We salvaged its transmitter array, but could only recover a small portion of the transmission. The main purpose of the satellite is apparently to preach the dominant Vultum philosophy to neighboring civilizations. Its message speaks of the need to disconnect. Huh. And embrace true existence. Yeah, whatever. Scroll. A, bad for beans. You imagine my tie just keeps going. I'm tucked into like cozy blanket. That's adorable. I like the idea of my tie as a lovely blanket for me. It's very good.
Situation log updated.
Alright. Our fine lead knower of all people, who is immortal, will never die, needs to become what exactly? The statistician increases research speed by 5%. Or, if make you a governor, you're then able to increase science everywhere you see. No, you're going to give maximum research speed everywhere, I believe. She'll be with us forever. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock out the Off-World Trading Company, because we do want to start picking up trade this way. So also you're done building there. So we expand to here next. And then the question about where to put our starbase out here. Because it's a collector, I don't really want it on the front lines. Possibly here and here will become front lines. So for now, go ahead and build up right here. Bring me a... Can't afford it. To the market again.
Construction complete.
Okay. Bring me a starport. Cool. We've recovered the sublight probe in the Mescoban system. The sensor telemetry collected over the years provides a complete survey of all planetary bodies in that system. Hooray! You know all about Mescoban now. Currently observing the observatory. Does it observe us back? Perhaps. All built out there. So grab Nekar also. We're doing a pretty good job now at expanding fairly quickly. Alright, unfortunately, our science on a ship is now a hoarder. Consumes more consumer goods. What are you doing with 5 consumer goods a month? You start your own eBay store? It's a lot for anybody. The war continues.
Special project complete.
Status quo is still a ways away. But we discovered an archaeological dig on Mespian 3A with a small mural. How attractive is that? We're down to the fusion reactor also. More research. Hey, Rob Curie, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for hanging out with us again. Happy Stellaris o'clock, friend. Thanks for being with us for sure. Over-consuming consumer goods because that greedy scientist. That 5 consumption right now may actually be enough that's worth firing that person. I don't think they're that high of level. It's you. It's you. So you help us get more energy credits if you were, I believe, looking at a planet. You have 5% more unity. Yeah, you're getting fired, friend. Off you go. See ya. Bye. Cat. Need a new scientist then. Either Glimmerwing, who's 42, or Glimmerwing, who's 39. You, my friend, win. Cat. So you get assigned to this ship right away. We can give you one more perk also. What do you got? The Scrapper. Gives more alloys while running a planet or sector. Unifier. Yeah, all these things are based on are you running something, unfortunately. It's Glimmerhoof! Yes, indeed. Glimmerhoof herself. Love that. The ship's way out on the edge. We'll have it scan the weird anomaly there. Alright, we then scanned what's happening here. Is that right? Or are we on the way to do it? We're on the way to do that still. For now, though, long-term exposure to the pollen naturally occurring in Owl House's atmosphere acts on the colonist pheromone receptors with a mild aphrodisiac effect, accompanied by a barely perceptible high. The plant that produces the most potent strain is a flower common to everywhere on the planet, squirreled away into some obscure taxonomic nook by scientists on Owl House, but known locally as Maharin Karin. Remarkable, or destroy. No, remarkable, of course. I enjoy my people having a good time. Hopefully they keep working. Hey, Jake, good seeing you. Is Glitterhoof from CK2? Yes. Deepest hope is that someday you'll get Glitterhoof in CK3, but we haven't seen it quite yet, unfortunately. So Owl House does now have Temperate and Happiness. That said, it's called Pheromone First Stage. Or it's going to go from happiness to sadness very quickly. Kind of suspecting so. Put a gene clinic here to help our fine folks to reproduce more quickly.
Construction complete.
This one I've been waiting for a long time. That plus 15 mining.
We have mastered a new technology.
Yes, yes, yes. Faster shipbuilding. Love it. Overall mining speed. Good stuff. I'm considering going over the border. I know if I do so, though, the enemy's going to jump their fleet on top of us. And we're very similar fleet size and strength, but probably not. Hey, we can research physics again. More physics, more good. Someday we'll learn about the astral rifts, but for now we're just scanning inside of them, having scientists learn about astral threads. We can sew some astral tapestries, perhaps. Good old Earth here needs more jobs, more jobs, more jobs. Low-level workers have no jobs. We'll go ahead and push out additional alloys, I do believe. And right now we're set on a balanced economy between war and consumer goods both, guns and butter. At some point we may change it eventually. On close examination, the plants native to the Owl House turn to be rather dull. Some excrete pollen that have a mild stimulative effect, and they're likely to have a propensity for rapid genetic change, hardly impressive enough to warrant adopting a strategic or luxury resource. So we scanned it. We did not learn of it trying to destroy us at all. Hopefully that's true. These plants will not turn eventually into, phase 4. We're all gonna die. So, science ship will return to scanning. I guess we'll go hit Ball Rock here. Oh, there's a satellite here to grab. Let's grab that first. Cool. Not seeing any more planets we can colonize. Almost certainly the neighbors colonize something we cared about. Okay. We now upgrade our station defense if we want to. Making time for petals. Reports from Owl House indicate that worker productivity has declined recently, becoming stable at levels several percent lower than the word of bird average. This may or may not be due to the stimulating effects of the pollen native to the planet. It probably is. A special product prepared to wish to make our production pipelines more efficient to make up for the loss.
Situation log updated.
So, on the planet here, we now have phase 2. They're working less quickly, but we do have a job we can send someone on to hopefully improve that. Back to it. I'll probably just leave my science ship here until the event chain is done.
Construction complete.
Do I get greedy? Do I get greedy? I'm not going to get greedy. We're just going to sit back here. Yeah, were they involved in a fight with a second group? I might go for it. As right now, no. Also, I bet my envoys are once again stuck on having completed something. Yes. The Shroud touched Coven. They're lovely Imperial Guards. They know about the Shroud. What is our fate? Who knows? We'll find out eventually. Yeah, for whatever reason, this is just not popping up. Feels like it might be a bug. And then the Zeta. Upon entering Delarian, our sensors picked up some strange readings. It's the giant space whales. Could be good. Who started the war? The enemy did here. Yeah, they're coming at us. I intend to white piece out of it, but I do want to know how strong they are. So I'm going to send my first free envoy to scan on them. Scan on them? Sorry, spy on them, rather. Spy network online.
Special product complete.
Far-reaching changes to time management paradigms and the way responsibility is delegated within all fields of production and other duties on the Owl House have produced good results. The populace has an evident desire, outside observers would call it an outright need, to be in close proximity to native flora. With clever scheduling and additional checks in place, productivity remains low, but has risen above the lower limit of what can be deemed acceptable. Good job! Alright, so now we have bonus happiness, negative 15% resources, plus 10%. We're losing only 5% there right now. We'll see if it goes to a third phase in a moment. I bet it will. As much as you played the game, you're baffled that A has a fleet capable of waging war. Yeah, they had 11,000, so it's the same size as what we have. And so we're just sitting on the border. We're waiting for white peace, I believe. Sciencey ship's gonna wait here for now. Oh, actually, Sciencey ship could go help with research until it's needed again. It won't help a lot, but is assist research not a thing anymore? So previously, one would take a science ship, right-click on a planet with research, and have it help out with that. It's not a thing anymore. Okay, very good. Very, very good. In that case, we'll sit here for right now. Why does the game keep changing? Please keep it the same forever. Alright, a recent survey that residents of the Owl House are much less likely than other denizens of the Word of Bird to migrate to other planets. The survey does not address whether it could be due to psychological dependency on low-level sensory arousal caused by the Marin Karin and other plants too. Alright, so on our new planet, people do not want to leave. That's fine. Don't mind that at all. So people are less likely to come and less likely to go. That's okay. The scientists can now instead become a governor. Got it. That makes sense. Faster research. Nice, nice. We'll do more of the same. New contact. We've met the Mitok Star League. It's a rocky pile of worm. Alright, they're hegemonic imperialists. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Militarist, fanatic materialists. Cool. We're the Mitok Star League, minions of wise Primarch Tract Arc Fret. Our aim is to improve our levels of technology. Yeah. They're down here. Okay. Yeah, very crowded area, like we said. We've already met 3 folks. Craziness. Craziness. Alright, we also found the Voltum asteroid mining base. RFJ-88 is covered in impact craters from the asteroid collisions, but one stands out. It appears to have been created through the detonation of some kind of antimatter device. There's evidence elsewhere of the asteroid's surface, indicating it was heavily mined by Voltron at some point roughly 12 million years ago. Large crater found was probably a mining outpost. Fascinating. And then, While productivity is no longer declining, the Mudtalk closed their borders, no surprise. While productivity is no longer declining on the planet, communications between the colony on Owl House and the capital on Aerith are breaking down. Senior officials on Owl House are growing increasingly distant. Our clerks are complaining that even simple directives, relaying simple directives is becoming an exercise in frustration. Sigh, or go send the Administrative Task Force Code Mauve. More resources but less happiness. Or we just don't care. I'm gonna say we just don't care for right now. Hopefully they'll continue working eventually. Maybe they'll get used to the weirdness of it all. Okay, Baldirk here is my trade collection location. So I change your name to Trade Port 1. Good. Any sign of the bubbles yet? We've yet to see bubbles in this playthrough. It's very early game though, so we'll get there fairly soon, I'm sure. Give me trade network thing. The trade hub. That'll collect a little bit more. We have to collect 1 and 1, 2. As right now you're collecting at 1. We'll get that once it's built up. First contact! The entities encountered by our fleet some time ago are new, horrifying life forms. Quickly nicknamed Space Amoeba following analysts' gross misunderstanding of initial sensor output, the creature is in fact larger than the average Wardarian corvette, the Space Whale. There'd be little harm in putting the monstrosity out of misery, for science or some equivalent. So we can go destroy them and get cash money, or we can say they're fascinating and go scan them. So I wonder if you destroy them if you don't get bubbles ever. That seems appropriate though. Birds hate whales. Alright, so they have 3,700 strength there and 1,230 there. Potentially we can go attack that at some point soon, once the war is done. Also, we found the Psi Menace. One more group to meet. We'll send our envoy over to see who they are. Meeting everybody very early. No jobs on the capital. We're still very good on most production. We'll push another industry for now. And the Owl House, it's all getting very sad there. Plenty of amenities, plenty of housing. We already built the gene clinic, I believe. Next up is autochthony. Also, on our capital, I'd like to get a new building slot if I can. Unfortunately, none of these are that. I'll go ahead and remove, let's see here, generators or agriculture or anything. We don't need any of them right now. We will soon, though. When I open a city district to get another building slot to build the gene clinic also. We've been insulted by the Kabarian sovereignty. They're the ones over the border who are fighting us. White peace yet? Not yet. We just sit. I'm actually considering moving my fleet back to save us more money, because where they're currently posted up is not very useful. It's not protected or, what's the word? No crew quarters, so everyone's having to pay top rate for local hotels. Yep. But then, fringe elements on the Owl House have banded together to form a quasi-religious organization seeking to control all aspects of the Maharan flower and its cultivation. Their leader, a self-styled green hierophant with flower temple, claims to speak for all flora and fauna of the Owl House and demands exclusive trading rights with planets. This is of course completely unacceptable and impossible, as the native flora of Owl House is of little strategic or economic value and thus may not be brought off-world by law. Wait, why not? If it's of little value, why can't you just take it then? Maybe they're afraid of polluting other planets. So they're unlikely to accept that fact. Does that mean we now have big sadness here? No big sadness yet. I fully expect to have a revolution here soon. So I probably need the police soon enough. Yeah, I'm going to go and pull back my fleet for now. Let it go upgrade. And then we'll see if the enemy jumps on the starbase, in which case we'll head forward again. Ooh, cool. I think we've reached the point where we don't need as many construction ships. I'm going to go and get rid of you for now. Stuff. Okay, they're not moving quite yet. Let's keep our eyes up there.
Construction complete.
Beginning of Pollen's End, the Flower Temple and its followers now make up a sizable minority of the population on Owl House, and reports indicate a disturbing change in the movement. Their futile attempts to smuggle Marin Karen's specimen off-world have been growing less enthusiastic by the day, as the Flower Temple seems to be transitioning into a doomsday cult. There's likely a correlation with the recent changes in the Marin Karen pollen's chemical makeup, detected by atmospheric sensors. A special prod prepared to assess risks associated here, complete it before it all goes wrong. I left a science ship here for exactly this reason. What are you all doing on my planet? Fee fi fo fum. Why are you so weird? Doomsday cult go.
Special product complete.
Disaster averted. Quick and decisive action allows us to identify the risks associated with rapid changes in the pollen native to the Owl House and take necessary steps. The necessary steps were a complete planetary evacuation and a planet-wide tactical pesticide bombing run targeting the Maharan Karen flower and its ilk. The plants were rapidly mutating, and their unique pollen would, had they not been destroyed, soon have begun delivering a potent neurotoxin to the olfactory organs of all sapient life on the Owl House. Scientists on Colonization Council theorize it's part of the natural cycle on this planet, and the pollen's adverse effects on us in the form of crumbling local administration, the rise of the Flower Temple cult, and eventual pollen toxicity were choice side effects rather than the product of the plant's sinister self-defense mechanism. Regardless, any and all flower traces have been wiped from the plant's surface, and our colonies are safe and free of the pollen's influence. We gained unity, but no more special bonuses here, I'm afraid. Is that right? The planet's back to being a normal planet. Normal, boring planet. That is sad, that is boring, etc., etc. Alright, return to auto-scanning. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. And then, better mining good. Ah, they're attacking. They're indeed coming forward to Saramore, now that I've abandoned it. Cool. Destroyers could be cool to help us with military strength against them in the northeast, but with no additional capacity, we can't do much there. Cheapest is better armor, so we'll do that. Their strength coming in is 1189. I'm going to wait till they jump. They're bringing even more.
We have mastered a new technology.
And then, we've researched off-world trading company, more trade, more good. And I'm going to knock out xenolinguistics. Let's meet some fine, exciting characters to come with us.
Our ships have been upgraded.
Lock to jump? Lock to jump, good. Alright, we'll see if we made a good decision by baiting them in.
One of our stations is under attack.
Okay, so our science ship got confused. It can't come through here anymore. It will in a moment. The battle begins. For the moment, our starport is dropping its shields very quickly. Maybe I should move the fleet faster. I'm not quite sure if I should have. Voltum Virtual Reality Center. Voltum engineers at some point built a massive orbital complex near Miskaban 6, dedicated to computer research. Strangely, they seem to have ignored the normally popular field of artificial intelligence to focus exclusively on virtual realities and massive computer simulations. Most of the complex has been ruined by weapons fire and micrometeoroids, but what remains is a remarkable condition given the station's age. So you recall, The Voltom said, do not get lost in virtual worlds. And then they made a place to enjoy virtual worlds. Fascinating.
Distribution log updated.
It's still holding for now.
Energy stations has been lost. Construction complete.
Here's the fleet. Whee! Okay. So the enemy jumped out entirely, which means we can jump in now to their territory. I think that's a good idea. Then you return to auto scanning. Construction ship over here. You build. Did the bait work? Also, if I'm intending to rush forward to Cobb, I'll need to have armies to help siege that down. We're not nearly as strong as I wish we were. It's gonna be real close. Alright, so I'm gonna make some armies just in case. As of right now, I can't quite wipe peace out. Losing our entire fleet is definitely not the choicest decision I've ever made. So, alright, bring me 2 assault armies, 3 assault armies. We're gonna win this, I think. We're gonna win this, definitely.
Construction complete.
Barely, though.
Our fleet has been
We
lost.
didn't! Oh no! Oh no, that was so close! Alright, our commander is dead. Our fleet has been completely destroyed. How about a white peace? Nope, we're in worse condition because of major war exhaustion. We've made some very, very bad decisions today, my friends. We had a good time. Games are fun, okay, but... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So somebody, namely me, needs to rush an entire new fleet. Hello, Commander Guy. I need a Commander Guy who helps with actual battle. Cheaper ships, love that for ourselves. They're happy little accidents, it's true. Happy little accidents, all true, all true. Push. I thought we were so close to winning that. All possible corvettes being made. First contact, we met some spacefaring civilization. They look like turtles, we love turtles. Leader Guy, I need you to run the ships once we have a ship. This is good. This is all good, don't you worry, team. Can't believe we lost that. Oh.
Hostile Xeno fleet detected.
Now, the enemy fleet is coming right away. You'll recall that we have no fleet, and they have some fleet. They're making armies. Good. Good that we have armies. They'll flat out distract everyone, I'm sure. Okay. We have a fleet again. Kinda, sorta. Should I wait for all of them? I probably just want to move forward immediately. That said, our starbase is all built up. We'll see. Alright, friends, an ad break is coming, which is to say we've reached the end of today's stream, because I gotta go teach pretty soon here. I want to say thank you for hanging out. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll be back tomorrow when decide what's happening here. I think we'll be fine. We just need to not fight anymore. We just need to have a stable outcome to this thing. So, we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, hope you had a very good day. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll return presently tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have the Reddit ad running then, and people will come and enjoy the stream from Reddit and see how terribly I'm doing. Mr. Sticks, thanks for the resub, I appreciate it. I'm sorry you missed the stream. It's in a VOD, don't worry. Anyway, for now I thank you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you again real soon.